You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, Ant and Schmuck in the midday.
He's been playing that one for minutes now. I just know it. He's been waiting for that.
I'm the Schmuck.
Bro, Anthony waiting here in the corner like, I'm so ready for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. Doesn't happen often, but here we are. The one, the only, everybody's favorite Albanian at Montclair, Ardi Amini.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Ardi.
Oh, wait, sorry, wrong show. My bad.
Ardi, what is this? What is this?
This is Midday, my guy.
This is Midday.
Wait, I'll say it for you in my voice. Hold on. This is Midday.
Thank you, Ardi.
No problem.
We might have to just introduce you because our opening's been a little flat lately with somebody behind the board.
Schmuck in the midday.
I know, you started this. You started the radio.
First off, I've offered plenty of times to make an intro for you guys, and you haven't taken up on the offer, so it's your loss. Just letting you know.
We love you, Ardi.
I love me too.
Nah, Ant does a fantastic job here. I mean,
yeah, of course.
Dude, he fired a shot. I had to fire a shot back. Here we are.
Well, Ant's better than me on the board, so you know, kudos to him.
I'm better on the board, really?
I don't know. Honestly, my show is so simple. I click pause on the monitor and I just go. Like,
the only problem
I
with
don't
Ant,
do anything else.
The only problem with Ant, he's clearly the best one at running the board here. I just wish he would use more sound effects.
No, I want less sound effects personally.
Together.
I love the sound effects.
I'm not. You did it on my show when we did the Europe one. I didn't know how to feel about it.
You didn't like it?
I was a little weirded by it.
I brought the spark back to MatchWeek while you were in
First
Europe.
off, how fun was that? Was that I was all the way in Europe and yet we had like the clearest audio possible. For
I was nervous, bro, because there was no one here. It was just me. I'm an old man with technology. I mean, Ant will tell you.
Oh, yeah, trust me. He can't even get on an Excel spreadsheet.
That
was the whole
best
saga
one
this week.
was working on WordPress and he couldn't find the save button that was in the top right corner
No,
of the screen.
no, Mazz.
Dude, I can edit audio. I can edit a little video. Couldn't find the save button.
I've actually been diving into Adobe Premiere Pro a bit, and I have to say I'm a little saucy with it.
Well, speaking of diving, I'm just going to use this as a nice little segue here.
Hey, yo.
Ardi, of course, is our residential soccer expert here at 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair. Ardi.
Why'd you slap your leg like that?
I don't know.
I was just like, you were just like, hey, Ardi, tell me what you think.
I just need to know what's going on with your club, dude.
My club's a mess. Don't talk to me, please.
So his club is Manchester United.
Did they lose to
Brentford and
Brentford?
Brighton.
Yeah.
We lose to teams that start with a B, just letting you know.
Yeah, my boss at work's a huge Man United fan. Every day he comes in and all the guys just give him
miserable.
Just give him the worst of it, the brunt of just.
Oh, the other day I almost caught myself crying. That's how upset I was. Like, I don't think you understand how much pain it is right now to be Manchester.
I mean, they got the second best player in the world and they can't even.
Dude,
we will throw hands. You better calm down.
Kick you off this show.
You
right
gotta
now.
calm down right now.
You stop that. All right, it's the greatest player in the history of the sport. Anyway, of course we were talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Sorry to hear that. But let me ask you this.
Yes.
There's been a lot of blame put on that 37-year-old.
No,
Is he to blame?
No. The blame is not on Ronaldo. I think the blame's on the board for bringing Ronaldo in the first place.
You think he should have never even been signed?
I think it's just because out of respect for the player and the club, because the club was going in one direction, the player's going in the other direction. The club was going for a rebuild. Ronaldo needs consistency.
Okay.
When a club's going for a rebuild, they can't have one of the best. Because you got to understand, Cristiano Ronaldo is bigger than any club in the world. Let's get this right. He's bigger than a Real Madrid. He's bigger than a Barcelona. He's bigger than anybody. That obviously shows by his Instagram following. Didn't you just hit over like 200 million followers or something?
He breaks a new record every day.
Yeah, so like he's the biggest entity in sports. He's as big as the Dallas Cowboys. He's as big as the Yankees. There's not a player like that in history that's been able to do that.
Oh.
Okay, come on. Relax with that facts, please.
He's making a good point, though. All right, so let me ask you this, right?
Yes, sir.
You got Manchester United. I'm just going to say you guys because
Pain.
obviously you're part
just
of
say
the
Pain if you want.
Okay, Pain. So in reference to the Pain, we've seen them flirt with the idea of full-on rebuild. We've seen them think that they're going to make a couple of signings, haven't really made a splash. They're waiting for Frankie de Jong. Clearly not happening. Where do you think the club goes from here?
If there's one club I'm jealous of right now is Arsenal because of how well they've done for their rebuild. Because in a span of 5 years, they've been able to get rid of dead wood, fix their wage structure, and then also build a solid team. Because I spoke about it on MatchWeek. I think Arsenal's going to finish top 4. They have solid players. They had Gabby Jesus they just signed, who's absolutely world class. Like the fact that he was able to leave City he could have started for Liverpool, could have started for Chelsea, for anybody easy. And the fact he went to Arsenal just shows how impressive the rebuild has been lately. The only thing I'd be worried about with a club like that is how they handle Europe and the league as well. Mm-hmm. Because I know for other sports the competition outside of their main league is really non-existent, but within soccer there's the main league, there's 3 different cups, and there's a major championship you try to win. And being able to handle all that pressure for one team is really, really difficult.
Okay, but with United, do you see them at the point that they're in now? I mean, losing to Brentford, things aren't going in the right direction. Everybody thought that Ten Hag was going to change the direction.
I don't think everyone
he still could.
No, I don't think everyone thought Ten Hag was going to change the direction. I think everyone thought that Ten Hag was going to rebuild the team. He was going to be the guy to be like, yo, stop ignoring everything. Yeah. Stop being blind. There's obviously issues with this team. Just take a scratch on it. The fact that we waited so long to get rid of Pogba, the fact that we waited so long to keep Ronaldo in the team, just give up. You just got to concede. There's times where you have to accept that you're conceding a goal and you have to just restart.
Okay. So, do you see the rebuild happening?
No. Not with the current owners, not with the current not management, but club management, the sporting directors, financial directors, stuff like that. With all those people who are in charge in that board, I don't think United will ever have the proper rebuild it needs. Especially the stadium needs to be upgraded. I went to Old Trafford. I shot an episode of MatchWeek there. The outside, of course, they fixed up a little bit. It looks great, but when you do a stadium tour, you see stuff's being ran down. Nothing's been really renovated. The training facilities are still the same as they were 20 years ago. The club, the issue with it is that the Glazers, who are the owners of Manchester United, pull all the money out of it they possibly can and make money for themselves because the club is such a big entity that it can keep rejuvenating money off of merchandising, sales, sponsorships, you name it. United is one of the most cash savvy clubs. They can make money from anywhere.
So you're calling them the New York Knicks of soccer?
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's
where we're at right now.
So they can't win. They just make money.
You've had great players like Carmelo Anthony.
Oh my Carmelo.
Okay, they can't do nothing with them. You got great players at United right now. They're not doing nothing with them. You got awful ownership in James Dolan and the Glazers. Same thing going on.
Both Americans.
When's the last time MSG has gotten a different look? I mean, let's be honest. Have they done anything at that place? I have no clue.
Kicked out Oakley.
Not treating club legends with the respect that they deserve to the Knicks.
I don't know, I think that's just a problem with sports in general, that a lot of teams are too in the past of how things are done. They don't know how to really rejuvenate, fix stuff. There's a team that's a prime example of this within America. I say the Dallas Cowboys are a prime example. Don't get me wrong, Mazz.
That one hurt.
You know they're a great team.
Are they?
No, they're a good team. You cannot. No, the Cowboys are always a playoff guaranteed team. They're always good.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No, bro.
Okay, come on. Come on. No, okay, first off, I'm
it's
saying...
just waiting. He's just sitting there waiting
and
to
just
press.
wants to, find a way to roast me. No, but I think that's the best comparison of a team that's always, in the right place, because they always take care of their facilities. They're always rejuvenating the board. They're always doing something to help the entity be better. They're always trying to find a way to evolve to help the club out. Whereas, a lot of places, they just, stay in their ways. They don't do their own thing.
I feel like the Cowboys are stuck in their ways, and that's the problem, is that it's Jerry's way or the highway. And that's the problem.
Yeah, but Jerry's way has worked for how many years, though?
It hasn't really worked.
Hasn't worked since the
95,
90s,
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they've had good... It depends on what you're setting up for your
Jerry's way
for
is
your
only,
standards.
Also, Jerry's way was only worked when Jimmy Johnson was there.
Yeah.
When Jimmy Johnson left, it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was still Jimmy's way. It just wasn't the Jimmy you thought it was.
In my opinion, I just see them as a team who's middle ground in comparison to everybody else. Mm-hmm. Always has a solid performance.
I feel like they're consistent, but from what Cowboys fans expect, they don't meet the expectations. That's the problem, is that they're stuck in the middle of the back and that they can never stick out anymore.
Oh, so they're the Manchester United of football. Okay.
They might be, yeah. Honestly.
Okay.
But just last question here, Ardi. We've been hearing rumors that a certain Captain America might be getting loaned out to Manchester United.
We'll take anything.
Of course, I'm talking about Christian Pulisic.
I don't think you understand how desperate I am. The only thing I will say is that please do not get Arnautovic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Give me anybody.
I don't know.
I don't like him for certain reasons.
Who is that guy?
He is a Austrian/Serbian player who used to play for West Ham, went to Genoa, and now is supposedly linked with Man United. He's 34 years old.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
They've been talking about Casemiro, who is only 30, which I think would be a solid signing.
Look, Casemiro, I have a lot of respect for. I think he's still one of the better three out of Modric and Kroos at this current time for their age.
Okay.
I only say this because I got made fun of this on MatchWeek when I was talking about Champions League. Like you can't, like I kept saying you can't have a starting three of Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro anymore, just because Casemiro can't keep pulling the weight of those two players because they can't handle their own weight anymore of how a team plays. So you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like the way how they won the Champions League was miraculous. Like because usually in typical footballing sense, you don't always get to have a team where 3 out of the like 4 out of the 11 players that are your starlets can just do nothing, right?
Yep.
Like Benzema doesn't have to track back or do anything. Mm-hmm. Vinicius is just a pace demon, will run anywhere, and then Modric and Kroos can just stand around and do whatever they want, right? Mm-hmm. Like the rest of the team has to carry the rest of their weight on their shoulders. So that's what sort of like what my argument was, especially when you have players like Camavinga, Federico Valverde. Now you have Tchouaméni. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy. It's just absolutely insane.
Hey, but you're definitely right. Absolute last thing here with Ardi. What is the...
Oh, wait, another thing.
I just thought of it. I just want to know.
Okay,
Ardi,
okay.
What is the one move that you would love to see United make? Whether it's dropping a player from everyday play.
Please get sold. Can the Glazers please just sell us? That's
So
what
you want ownership selling?
I want ownership to be sold. Yes.
Okay. And
Also, I want to see Barcelona crash and burn and crumble and go bankrupt and just be.
I mean, I think all of soccer wants to see that because
not all of soccer.
Well, besides Barcelona fans.
No, besides Spain. Like everyone in Spain's like, oh, but Barcelona's the old guard. Like, no, I'm sorry, but like they're trying to not pay players that like imagine, for example, you know how the MLB has like a lot of like guaranteed money contracts and stuff like that. Like it's the same thing with soccer. Like if you sign a 4-year deal, if they try to terminate your contract, they have to pay out the rest of your deal, right? So it's not like you're losing money. The way how Barcelona is doing it, like with Frankie de Jong, for example, he's on very high wages because Barcelona does not negotiate. And Barcelona says, oh, we need to get rid of you in order to register 6 players. So we're going to terminate your contract, but we don't want to pay you out.
Definitely some shady stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like Frankie de Jong is a player who's making like, what, $450K a week because Barcelona's not smart?
Yeah.
It was the same thing with Griezmann. Griezmann was making $800K a week at one point because the house contract was negotiated.
I mean, they're just spending money that they don't have, at this
But then they
point.
get away with it with the talent they have in their team, though, which is really frustrating.
We'll see what happens. I don't even think
because
they're going to be able to sign
they're
everybody.
basically being ran like Manchester United, but except their team's just better.
Yeah, because they're actually spending money.
Well, no, they're yeah.
When's the last time you guys spent money?
They spend money on the right players, like bringing in a Kessié, bringing in a Christensen, bringing in not Aubameyang. I wouldn't have brought Aubameyang, but like a Memphis Depay, Ferran Torres, but not for the money he came in for.
I heard Depay's on his way to Juve.
I hope he does. If there's one player I love in this world, I'm sorry to divulge too much, but Memphis Depay is someone who I've loved for the longest time. I loved seeing him play at PSV. When I heard he went to Manchester United, I was so excited about it, just for him to be wasted. If there's one player who I hope comes back, it is Memphis Depay. Like, if Ronaldo leaves and we get Depay, I'm happy.
Okay.
So,
Hey, there you have it, guys.
Ardi Amini.
here's the thing. If you want to keep me around for other sports stuff, I'll try to help. I might sound stupid, but it's your call. Yeah, I'm leaving this open to you guys.
Ardi, that is. I mean, you're here. It's if you're gonna contribute, you want to stick around. We would love to have you.
Yeah. What?
Hey, listen, we got Ardi Amini here, but we will be leaving the soccer discussion to the great show
Sadly.
known as Match Week that is on right on before this. Kafone, where are we going? You said you want to start with baseball?
Major League Baseball in full swing, and
There's only one thing to talk about.
I wouldn't say there's one thing.
Well, there's one thing that we got to talk about.
One thing we
Fernando!
gotta talk. So Fernando Tatis Jr., San
Call
Diego
it with
Padres.
the Peds.
The Peds.
The young phenom that only's had one good season, and still the Padres extended him for 10 years, which I will never understand. Got suspended 80 games for PED usage. They found a banned substance in his drug test, and apparently, from what Tatis said, it was to treat ringworm.
And from what his dad said, it was to treat a bad hair, like some spray in the because of a bad haircut. He got some spray in his hair. There's to treat that. There's a bunch of different stories, and
That's
they're
just
all
the
not lining up.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Look, here's the thing. Okay, I'll be honest right now. Can baseball just bring back steroids, please? Like, let's just
There we go.
Can we just do it, please?
Mazz
I'm
has been
so
saying this for
mad
weeks.
that he just took that from me. Yeah, let me just tell you guys right now. Everybody's like up in arms about this. Just bring steroids back into the game already. It was a lot
Exactly.
more fun. Everybody liked it a lot more. You know, I want to see guys just mashing home runs as far as possible.
I mean, like, come on, like,
Let's be honest, dude. If it's not like it matters. It's like, oh my god, he was on steroids. Big Papi just made the Hall off of steroids.
yeah.
Well, Roger
let's-
Clemens and Barry Bonds.
What about-
didn't.
what-
It's such a
Well,
weird.
put him in.
Well, what about players like Jose Canseco and like all those guys? Like, early 2000s steroids, like that was prime baseball.
I'm just saying. I mean, Canseco's too worried about just coming at A-Rod in every Twitter post ever. You know, dude. The one it was just like, oh, it was Merry Christmas to everybody except you, Alex Rodriguez. Insert explicit here. You know, like it was ridiculous, dude. The guy's a nut job.
But here's the thing, Mazz.
What up?
It doesn't matter that you want steroids banned.
What?
The fact of the matter is that they're banned.
Yeah.
You can't use them.
Yeah.
So you gotta know that. Especially if you're
Oh,
Fernando
absolutely.
Tatis Jr., you grew up with a father who was in the major leagues, Fernando Tatis Sr. You know what could happen if you get caught with these substances, so you have to be even more diligent.
Yep.
And now the whole baseball community, Pedro Martinez, David Ortiz, they're putting blame on the people besides Tatis. They're blaming the Padres organization for not keeping a closer eye on him. They're blaming Major League Baseball for coming out with the news so quickly. What are they supposed to do? He's a star in the game. Of course you got to come out with that news, because who cares if Joe Schmo from the Texas Rangers gets caught with PEDs? What matters is if a guy like Tatis' stature gets caught with it, you have to announce that news. So all these people blaming everybody else except Tatis for this mishap are schmucks.
Which leads me to Schmuck of the Week right now.
Yeah.
Schmuck of the Week, it's a little early for it, but I mean, we're here, right? It's got to be on Tatis. Like, come on, dude, you definitely knew what you were doing.
100%.
I'm not saying, like, I want the steroids back, but, like, as you did state, it is banned. You did just cost yourself 80 games. That's not only this season. That carries over into a little bit of next season.
That's 40 games in the
feel
next
like
season. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like we're just never going to see Tatis again.
Well,
this is what it's coming down
here's
to.
the thing, though. It's that, like, if there's one sport that I feel like actually needs it, it's baseball. Like,
What, steroids?
Yeah, like, let's be honest.
I'm with you.
No, but like, no, because here's the thing, right? Like, for baseball players, like, think about how many games they play a week. Think about how, like, granted, everyone thinks of baseball as like a mundane, inactive sport, but in reality, let's say if you're playing on the field, if you're a pitcher, even if you're at bat, like, the amount of shoulder rotation that goes in, the amount of tendons you're actually using to play the sport, and how much you can be at risk for those serious injuries, not because of the excessive use of it, could cause serious problems.
Oh, I'm with you, but the fact of the matter is this. It is banned. He knew what he was doing. And then you and your father can't even get on the same page of lying about it. Like, come on, at least tell the same lie.
Oh, my God.
The Schmuck of the Week goes to the Tatis family right there.
Tatis
Father
family.
and son.
Yo, we need to go to the arbitration of sports here. We need to send them over, make it unbanned. Why not?
Here's the thing with Tatis is also he's had one good season. Let's get this straight. His rookie season was all right. He showed some flashy plays, but he wasn't lighting up stat sheets. Last year was the only year we really saw the full-fledged Tatis
What about
experience.
2020?
That wasn't enough of a sample size. He played all right, but he wasn't MVP. He wasn't, in the conversation like that. He
Yeah,
was
but, like-
still an up-and-coming star.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, nowadays, like, it's sort of hard to find a consistent player. Like, not someone who's absolutely insane, but not somebody who's absolutely horrendous.
Okay,
like,
Ardi,
having consistency is very tough to
I
find.
agree with
nowadays.
you on that situation, but you don't pay a guy 10 years after one good season.
I do think the contract was a little premature, but here's the thing.
There's a little trigger happy.
But here's the thing, is that they signed a Machado after that.
Yeah.
But Machado had already been
beforehand, I think.
before, yeah.
But I'm saying, like, they brought in a Machado,
No, they
and
signed.
Soto just signed.
They signed Tatis.
So
Actually,
it's not like it hindered them from signing other giant players. They just got the best young player in baseball in Juan Soto.
I think they signed. I'm pretty sure they signed Tatis before last season. Last season was his first All-Star season, but they signed him after the COVID 2020 60-game season. That's when they signed him
Yeah, that's
to
ridiculous.
the 14
Well, the 2020 game season, 60 game season, that's not a big sample size to go
That's
off
what
of.
they signed
That's
him
why I
after.
didn't like that contract when it happened. I was like, all right, you're locking down your young star, but really, he had no
It's a 14
justification
year.
for that contract.
I'm with
14
you.
years,
I'm saying
$340
just the way
million.
that they did it, at least they didn't tie up everything in it because they were still able. They still brought in 2 giant players.
Yeah,
You know?
I get that part, but you don't know if you're keeping Soto. Soto's still cheap right now.
Yeah.
Soto's still cheap. They still have to extend Soto, and they can't extend Soto with both Machado, Tatis, Hader on the books, and they just extended Musgrove as well. So they got to cut ties with one of them, and most likely it's going to be Machado
And Josh
or Soto.
Bell.
I was
now
well,
there,
here's
too.
the thing though: if they're cutting ties with Soto, do you think they try trading him before it's up? Try to get something back, salvage it.
They're going to try for a World Series in this 2-year window they have.
I mean, this is what it's about, though, right? So, if you're a fan of the club, I mean, everybody's always like, "Oh, build for the future, build for the future." But it doesn't matter if you don't get to the promised land because that's what you should be building for. Give me the chip today and lose in the next 5 seasons instead of just being an average, a slightly above average team, making the slight playoffs every year but never getting the job done. Go all in. This is what it's about. If I'm a Padres fan, this is what I want. This is what you want your fan base to do.
Yeah.
Go all in instead of just. I feel like just being slightly above average, you're just about it for the money.
But then you just said you want to trade Soto? Do you want him to keep Soto the
if
whole
he's
contract?
leaving, if he's
Trade
leaving
Soto.
and I can't have him, you gotta salvage something. But go all in on these years, whatever you need. Hey, we got it while it's hot.
They've already dumped
Keep
their
it
entire
moving.
prospect ring for the guys they got at this trade deadline, so
Exactly.
they can't really go as far as they can.
No, this is
this
it. I
Tatis
think-
suspension is so bad for the Padres.
Oh, absolutely.
That this suspension really puts a nail in the coffin for whatever could have been for the season. I feel like. No, am I the only one that thinks that?
I think having a Soto and a Machado gives you hope. They still got some quality
Josh Bell,
pitching,
too.
you know. So they got some players. It's just
And also, the Dodgers are on a crazy pace. They're not look like they're going to win the division. They're going to have to do it the hard way.
this year is. I've said this year was a wrap. Next year's the year for the Padres, but the 40-game suspension of Tatis is really saying something.
I mean, the Padres. Did you see what his teammates said about Tatis? You see what his teammates said
I
about
heard
him?
everybody was ripping him, but I didn't hear.
Clevenger was saying, like, we got this far without him. So, like, you know. I mean, they have.
But are they good enough to get all the way is the question.
Considering they lost their last 2 games to Miami, no.
And they've lost, I think, 12 of their last 15 or something like that too. They've been
It's been bad, yeah.
Bad.
Hey,
And they won the deadline in all of our eyes, but it hasn't come
I think
together yet.
I said when the deadline happened though, is that this is for next season.
Fair.
But losing a guy like Tatis another 40 games, who knows? That could be the difference from being a top 2 team in your division or being exactly where they're at.
Here's what they do with Soto. They don't trade him, but whenever that contract year is, that last year of team control, if they're not looking like they're going to win nothing, then they get him at the when he's an expiring contract at the deadline, they send him away.
Yeah.
Unless they are doing something good, then boom, extension.
Listen,
I think you got to try to keep Soto over a Machado, no?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
one's
think
way
so,
younger
but
than the
Machado,
other.
yeah, you got to move one of them. That's
One's
what I'm saying.
way
One of them's got to
Machado's
go.
got to be the guy.
Because if you're keeping Tatis for the long haul, I would rather Soto over Machado for the long haul.
Wait, how much was Tatis's contract?
14 years, $350 million.
Oh my god!
And look, in the last year, he broke his wrist in a motorbike accident, and then didn't tell the organization. He just went to what do you call it? Spring training, and was like, "Oh yeah, my wrist hurts." Didn't tell him what happened to him.
I love this guy. What a schmuck.
He's showing everyone what a bad investment they made in him.
Please talk about how Tatis got over 300 without even having to do anything, and Aaron Judge can't even get this contract, and the guy might be the MVP of the season.
That's actually insane. That is
Guy's a
legitimately
former
insane.
home run leader.
Yeah.
Better be the MVP, and they can't get the deal done. And Tatis is over here lying to everybody on multiple occasions.
Gets suspended for PEDs.
Never led the league in home runs. Nowhere near an MVP right now. Unbelievable.
That's a lot. Your blood pressure's going up, my guy. You gotta
Dude,
breathe.
it's through the
You gotta
roof.
breathe. You gotta breathe.
Your wallet's
Somebody-
on the... Is this yours?
But that is my wallet. I threw my wallet.
He's throwing it. He's throwing his money just like how the Padres threw their money.
Here,
Yeah.
Judge, I would pay you if I could, all right? But I can't.
We do our part. We go to the Yankees games. We buy the $50 chicken tenders. We're doing our part.
You're not wrong. Anyway, speaking of
$15 Pilsner.
speaking of the
Yeah.
speaking of the Yankees,
Oh,
man, it's just getting worse.
It's been a rough go of things.
How you been? How you been holding up?
He hasn't
You
watched
know,
anything.
I'm past like the anger stage.
Yeah.
You know, like you do the 7 stages of grief. There's the anger stage. I'm at the acceptance now. I think.
You want? Here's the thing. Like I'm gonna say this right now. I've grown up as a Mets fan, so like.
Oh.
I know. Everyone judge me. Yeah, get your effects ready, whatever. But you know how
He's reaching for the mouse.
do you know how great it is seeing the Yankees right now? Like it makes me happy seeing what they're doing.
What? Not doing nothing?
Exactly, it makes me so happy.
Okay.
It makes me so happy.
Congratulations.
My
They get
friend-
DeGrom back and everybody's happy again.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Listen, the Mets are a legitimate threat, dude. I
But
think
like the Mets, here's the thing though. Like the Mets' own problem is the Mets. Like the Mets medical staff has always been horrendous with bringing players back.
but
like-
there's nothing to complain about right now.
That is true. You're right.
I mean, if you're gonna complain right now, that's just ludicrous. I mean, even Yankees fans, like, you could complain just because of everything that they've invested into, like, this season. But let's be honest, we all went into the season like, oh, it's just another year. It was just disappointment. And then they end up being the best team in
The
baseball.
one
for
thing
the
that
first
the Mets that the Mets are struggling with right now is staying healthy. Taijuan Walker and Carrasco both go down 2 nights in a row.
Yep.
In early parts of the game, and it looks like Carrasco's not going to be back till the
Cookie.
end of. He won't be back till probably the end of September. So he'll be back for the playoff push. But the Mets right now, it's injuries are the main concern, but they're still winning even with all these guys going down. The Yankees' problem right now.
Hold on. He's got the phone out. He
No,
wants
we're
to make
good. No,
really
we're good. We're good.
grandiose
No, Connor,
play.
you gave the look. What is
Yeah,
the look?
what is the look? You're like, oh,
Braves
good.
are coming still.
They're not. Put them in timeout. Put them in timeout. Dude, what are they? Like 7 games behind?
3.5. 3.5.
The Braves are still playing well. Good.
They beat
baseball.
them in-
I
they
mean,
beat them-
it's not a crazy take.
They beat them 1-13
They're
the
not
other day.
coming.
They
They're
beat.
not overtaking the
They're
Mets.
playing the Mets right now. They beat them the last 2 games, 5-0 and
what
13-1.
And what happened the games before that? Because they
Games
played a whole
before-
weekend. What happened, Connor?
Just wait.
Thank you.
I said
next.
just wait. Nah, wait till the end of the season. Thank you next.
Whoa, guys, wait, guys, we gotta be careful with DMCA. We gotta calm down with the wording.
I'm just saying. I just said we're good. Thank you. Next.
But
Thank you. Next. Go ahead.
the Mets are still winning even with their guys down. The Yankees' problem right now.
They're winning with their guys up.
They're winning with their guys that are still playing. I mean, all that's really gone right now is Stanton and LeMahieu the last like 2-3 games.
Yeah.
They've been relatively healthy, and they're playing the Tampa Bay Rays right now, who are by far the most injured team in baseball, by like not even close.
Yeah.
And the Rays are dominating them. So I mean, the Yankees don't have really any excuses. They have guys down the minor leagues. They just called up Oswaldo Cabrera today. Oswald Peraza's still not up. I don't know why, and IKF's still batting .312 on base percentage, and he's still playing. I mean, Oswald Peraza, they're saying they're probably by the 18th, probably tomorrow, he should be getting called up because with the MLB service time manipulations, he could get another year of service just for,
Who are you putting the blame on for this bad stretch? I
Jordan
got it all on
Montgomery.
the players.
Jordan Montgomery.
No, I got it all on the players right now, dude, because there's no reason for them not to be winning.
Yep.
We've always put so much blame on Cashman, Steinbrenner's
I don't think it's
son.
the pitcher's fault. The pitchers are playing.
Yeah, no,
the
the pitchers are
pitchers
fine.
the last week have been lights out.
No,
Is it the offense?
It's been the bats.
It's been the offense.
It's been the bats all day. So it's like
Over the
it's
last
not-
4 games.
I don't even blame
just gonna
Boone
say
right
this.
now.
I'm going to say this real quick. Over the last 4 games,
Yep.
they scored a combined 2 runs.
That's
They have shut out 2 games in a row and scored 1 last night. When they scored a run, I was surprised. I was in the bathroom. I come back down. I see that they had 1 run. I go, of course, I wasn't even in the room when they scored the run because
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, maybe like every inning I watch, they just look pathetic.
Can
Rizzo,
you stop watching the Yanks so they can do good?
I think I might have to.
And I'm just letting you know right now, like this is how I feel about my team right now. How you feel? So you know what? Like you know my pain right now. You really understand my pain.
You're talking about soccer here,
yeah,
right?
but I'm just a quick
Completely
preface.
different kind of pain because you guys are in nowhere near shape to be good. This was the best team in baseball up
It
to
was.
the deadline.
It really was.
And I don't
It really
understand
was.
is that right now, and even Boone, I don't understand what he's doing. He's batting Glaber in the leadoff spot the last 2 nights when they have Benintendi, who's been hitting 100 times better than Glaber, batting in the 6 hole.
So you're blaming Boone?
I think Boone has to get some of the blame. What is he doing?
Nothing, like always.
Exactly. He's a stooge. Cashman, he's not calling up the prospects.
I don't know.
He traded Montgomery at the deadline. Like,
But he made some moves that we were happy with, so it's like I'm not putting all the blame on Cashman. I hear what you're saying. I don't even think it's necessarily on Boone right now. I think I'm blaming the players majority here because they're not suffering from giant injuries like other teams. Don't get me wrong. LeMahieu going down big. Stanton's my favorite Yankee, but like we've seen them win games without him. So they still have Judge. They still have Rizzo. IKF is okay. I know you can't stand him, but
You got Benintendi, and Hicks. Aaron Hicks, where's he been?
he's been doing Aaron Hicks things, dude.
He's been batting 150 with the bases loaded this year.
Yeah, what else is new?
I can't,
What
Hicks
else
has got to
is
be
new?
gone. I don't care. That's also something Cashman's got to address. Cashman doesn't address Hicks at all. They got Bader for Montgomery, and he's injured right now. But you can't keep trotting out Aaron Hicks every day. You just can't.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So
You just can't.
How about the Mets? DeGrom's back, stock's up. Atlanta's closing in. I don't think they're catching him.
Dude.
I'm telling you, dude. The Mets are the second best team
They run New York right now.
over there. The Mets do run New York.
Do you know how nice it is right now to be finally be it's been a minute, we're finally back. It's nice, enjoy
Congratulations.
myself.
The only thing that's
The
going to happen.
first time in 20 years you run New York.
Don't-
Whoa. Don't forget about our couple of World Series runs in the past
The
couple.
one World Series run that you guys had.
I'm gonna say couple, just because it makes it sound
Couple
better.
World Series runs. You
Makes
made,
it sound
you
better.
made one World Series in the last
sounds
20
better.
years.
But that's what's
Sounds
going to
better.
happen. Even I am so confident that even if the Mets were to make the World Series,
I'm so done with Mets fans, bro.
Yeah,
They have
blow
one. They have one good season, and it's look at us. Let us
enjoy it, okay?
I don't
We
care.
don't usually get
Here's
this.
The thing.
Let us enjoy
I don't-
it. Let us enjoy
I
it.
like the Mets. I don't hate the Mets like most Yankee fans. I root for them when they're on. But Mets fans in general, they can't keep their mouths shut.
neither can Yankees fans, though. We're awful.
Do I always brag to the Mets
New
fans
York-
about my
no, no,
Yankees?
no, no, no.
But you're
New
not
York-
the average Yankee
No.
fan.
And I'm about to say New York fans are the worst fans to be. You really are.
But dude, let's be honest here. You're not the average Yankee fan, but dude, we're awful. We're an awful fan base. Hostile all day. Don't even come to. I mean, we've gotten a lot better with people coming into the stadium. But dude, constantly chirping. Anytime somebody says anything that hurts our feelings, what's the first thing they say, Ant?
27
championships! We got 27. Don't get me wrong, I've done it because it's just like an argument ender. But let's be honest, nobody wants to hear that. We're annoying.
Yeah,
We're complaining about a bad stretch, but it's not like we're still.
And also, one more thing I gotta say: Joey Gallo, 3 home runs in 4 games.
Dude, what
So
up,
proud of
dog?
And the
him. So
Dodgers?
proud of him.
I told you this was gonna happen.
Weak-minded, bro.
I didn't think it was gonna happen with
A big market team.
with a big
the-
market team, but I told you he was gonna be fine the second he got out of New York.
The Dodgers aren't a big
really.
market team.
No, I'm surprised that it's happening with the Dodgers. I just didn't think he was gonna make it with the Dodgers. I thought he was gonna end up in I don't know, Minnesota or somewhere afterwards and just reignite the career. So it's a little surprising that he's doing it with the Dodgers, but I knew it was gonna happen after the Yankees.
It's just
Bum.
so depressing right now. All right, moving on with our baseball discussion.
Oh, man.
The
Hold
rain.
on, there's one thing that I did want to say about the standings. We're complaining, and I'm pretty sure the Yankees are.
They're still 9 games up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
That's
like-
also a reason why things aren't going to change is because they're 9 games up still, so they're not going to change anything until it becomes 5 games.
exactly.
But moving on with baseball talk, Texas Rangers fired their manager Chris Woodward yesterday. The Rangers this year have kind of underperformed. They made 2 big.
Yeah, they signed the
off-season-
best middle infield of all time almost.
Yeah, they got
and then they just
Semien.
lose every game.
They got Seager. They have a decent pitching staff.
Martin Perez is sweet.
Is Kyle Gibson, right? He's leading the charge for that team. They got a pretty good team, assembled. They're 52-64, 12 games under 500, and 22 games back at the Astros for first place in the AL West. They fire Woodward, who, in my opinion,
Kyle Gibson's a Philly.
who am I thinking? I'm thinking
Martin Perez is very good.
Martin Perez.
That
but I'm
kid is
thinking another
that
guy.
man is nasty. He's one of the best pitchers out there in Texas. But yeah, they've
Dane
underperformed.
Dunning. I'm thinking of Dane Dunning.
Dunning's okay.
Yeah.
They've performed they've underperformed so hard for making all the signings they did. They look just like they did last year. Maybe a little better,
Yeah,
but not too great.
But here's the thing with Woodward. I never liked the guy.
Oh no.
He's always been a little bit of a...
Was he not the guy that was
who threw
chirping
yeah,
at Tatis? Yeah.
Well, we'll reference Tatis back in 2020 when the Padres were up by what?
It was like a touchdown or 2.
7 or 8 runs, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a 3-0 count. They threw the ball right down the middle. Tatis swings, hits a homer.
As he should.
Yeah.
As
He should.
As he should.
Yeah.
And then, the Rangers have to complain. Oh,
Woodward gets all mad.
unwritten rules. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Bum.
Schmuck.
Bum.
Chris Woodward might have been the biggest schmuck in all of managers. So, you know
Well, he's
what?
gone now, so
And then
congratulations.
earlier this year, when they were playing in New York, Gleyber Torres has a walk-off home run that was 20 rows out of right field, and this guy goes, "Oh yeah, Yankee Stadium's a little league park." It was a 402-foot homer, dude. That would have been out in like 25 stadiums. Schmuck. Chris Woodward, good riddance. See you later, buddy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Nothing.
Tell us how you really feel.
Is he retired now, or is he getting another job?
I don't know,
somewhere?
but I think also he contradicts himself all the time too, because I think like the one part,
Yep, he's a big hypocrite.
he did something that broke the unwritten rules a few weeks ago. That I don't remember what the situation was.
Not sure either.
But he did it, and everyone was like referencing the Tatis situation, and he was all like, "Oh, it was different." Schmuck. Schmuck.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you're getting blown out. You don't pitch it right down the middle. These guys get paid to hit certain numbers without the year.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, throughout the year. All right. If I was capable of doing it, I would have mashed that ball too. Get over yourself. Maybe if you would have had some better strategies going into the game, you wouldn't be down a touchdown in a baseball game.
Yeah.
All right. And then just sit there and complain about it because you're inadequate at your job. Sayonara, guy. Because here's what it comes down to. Your team's on par with the Athletics, who have entered full-blown rebuild mode.
Yeah.
All right.
They called up one of the.
You're
they
in
called
the
up
bottom
number
of the
one
league.
prospect.
Yeah, listen, they're in the bottom of the league. Rangers are towards the bottom of the league. This is what happens. Either get it done or get gone. I don't know how I feel about just letting the guy go like this. What is the point of just being like sayonara right this second? Like, do you start implementing the new manager now? Like,
Well, they'd make an interim guy for the rest of the
I
year.
can't stand interim guys. The only way
Yeah,
that
but
you
the
do
interim
it,
guy is gonna be better than what he could have ever done. Though.
I don't know. For me, it's just.
I'll be perfectly honest. He really would be.
Well, I'm just saying, what is the guy gonna do? Unless this guy was that cancerous to the organization,
He is.
There's no point of just like being like,
you don't
we
know
let
that.
him go.
We don't know that.
just
Could've
called
been,
him
that's
out.
what I'm
We
saying.
just called him out about all of his improper things and how
Yeah.
much of an idiot he's been. You really think he hasn't been a cancer to the team? Like, come on.
I'm not saying that he hasn't, but
Come
I'm
on.
just saying, like, what is the harm of just
Come
letting
on.
the guy run it out? I feel like there's no point of an interim managers,
Also,
interim coaches.
here's
What's
the
the
thing,
point?
sometimes-
Unless you're gonna hire the guy.
Mazz, but sometimes it could be a locker room situation. Guys just don't like his attitude, how he runs the team. They complain in the front office, and then that sometimes you got to get rid of him mid-season.
They
That
can't
also-
wait another day.
Come
They
on,
can't
but
wait
here's
another day.
here's my question, right? Why now? This guy wasn't doing nothing.
Wait, what if they think that maybe like getting rid of him will maybe like bring a boost to the team?
Team morale.
Maybe-
Yeah, like maybe
Maybe they
because,
haven't
like,
given up yet. Maybe
Yeah,
they
like
haven't
but-
given
but
up
what
yet.
I'm
maybe
saying
like
is
maybe
that,
like they'll like round out like around each other.
Even
be
though they're
like-
in the AL
Oh, yeah,
Central.
we fired the
I mean, AL
manager.
West.
What does that mean for you guys? Is that what you're trying to say, Ardi?
Yeah, sort of like exciting. Like they'll probably be excited that he's gone. In my opinion.
I thought you
feel.
meant like we got rid of him.
None of you
No,
were
we're-
safe.
oh,
no,
He's
no,
meaning
no,
like,
no.
hey fellas, we're rocking with you. This guy's gone.
Yeah, we
know
trust
he wasn't
the
good
players.
for you. We're
we
sorry.
We trust you. You performed for us now. It's like we get it. The manager was not good enough for you. We trust the players now to be able to put in a
Do we
performance.
trust them?
But
do
like,
we trust that
yeah, but-
roster?
yeah, but, like,
They're
yeah,
in the
but-
same
yeah, but here's
division as
the
the
thing.
Astros now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
They're not
I
doing
was about to
nothing.
And the
No, but,
wild
like-
card race, they're way out. I'm pretty sure. Right
Dude,
now.
they're horrendous. That's
Yeah, but
what
like
I'm saying.
honestly,
There's no point.
No, but here's the
I
thing.
don't
Like,
think
is
they're
it?
horrendous, but they're bad.
No, but here's the thing.
They're
Like, is it
9.5
really?
games out of the wild card.
Yeah, but is it really like the worst move though? I feel like it's a good move if you have nothing else for the season.
Yeah, you got nothing else for the
For
season.
me,
If you
it's
got
just
nothing
more
else,
just
go
like-
for it. Why not?
And
Sell
let-
tickets.
I guess. I don't know. For me, it's just more like nothing's gonna change right now.
Maybe
you gotta
ticket
get a
sales.
better team. You gotta get a better team plan moving forward. So it's like, what is the harm of just letting the guy just ride out the season and then find somebody else? You
He's
know.
a schmuck.
Well, maybe
is a
now they got
schmuck.
four.
Well, here's the thing,
Maybe
they
now
probably-
they,
Well, listen, he's not the only guy that went out too. Detroit let their manager go.
they let
GM.
GM go.
GM,
Yeah,
my bad.
Well,
of 7 years. GM of 7 years.
yeah,
That's wild.
Al Avila.
Yeah.
They the Tigers fired him this week, and
I mean, what have they done?
Signed
no,
Javi
here's
Baez
the-
to this huge
was the
contract
year-
for him to not
This
be
was
able
the
to
year
hit
the
nothing.
Tigers were supposed to show, improvements. They got Baez. They made some they got Torkelson. They're
Yeah,
supposed to be the
then
best
he was
first baseman
terrible,
ever.
so they sent him down.
He's been bad.
They sent
like,
him down to the minor leagues.
Scooball they traded at the deadline. I'm pretty sure.
Scoobs.
Like they had some talent there that they were supposed to contend with, and it's just been
The
a
Miguel
train wreck.
Cabrera
I
retirement
was gonna
ceremony.
say, dude, the Tigers haven't done anything since Cabrera's.
They haven't done anything with him there.
That's what I'm saying. That's all
Yeah.
they did. They brought him there. That's the last thing that they did.
They were really good like 10 years ago, and
They had Verlander. They had Scherzer.
Yeah, they had Verlander, they had David
and
Price.
nobody's there anymore.
They're not. No. You're
And what they
correct.
get in return for it? Thank you. Next.
Did you see Javi Baez swing at the pitch that hit the dirt, and he hit the ball into center field like it was a cricket swing?
it's
We covered cricket.
We covered
we're not
cricket,
covering
guys.
cricket today.
That was
Wait, you guys covered cricket,
Dude.
while I was gone, really?
so.
No, this is like a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
This was
I
like
was
our
about to say-
third episode ever.
No way.
They wanted to understand how the sport works,
No,
so I
so
dove deep.
this is what happened. So
What had happened was
we're not afraid. See, what had happened is that we love going off on like the tangents. We'll take like the avenue like we see it.
Yeah.
Ardi, you weren't planned for the day. We saw an opportunity. I took it. I don't know if Ant's okay with it, but just like a couple that's gonna get divorced, we fight all the time, so it happens.
Look at his face.
I can't see his face. The monitor's just blocking it. So
Anyway,
oh yeah, I see
so
you. I
Connor
see you.
mentioned cricket, and then of course me being the curious schmuck that I am, went, Connor, could you please
Elaborate.
explain
Yeah.
cricket? But I was expecting
like a 2-sentence,
like a
quick.
a 2-minute maximum explanation.
Oh, so-
and I got the entire history, technique, named a couple of players in there. I got the whole
You gotta
spiel.
understand when you.
20 minutes.
Yeah, but you should have known this.
It was not 20
no, no,
minutes.
no,
It
no,
was
no,
not
no, no,
20
hold on,
It
I
was
got you.
20
No, 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 no.
minutes.
No, hold on, I got you. If you ask somebody
Yes.
about a sport they're really excited about, you think they're really only gonna give it 2 minutes?
Do you think he's excited about it?
I think he is.
I think his grandfather is.
Absolutely.
I think his father might be. Maybe not. But I don't think he is. That's why he watches base. Guys who watch baseball don't
how-
watch cricket.
No, but hold on a second. But how did he go so in depth? And like, you don't go in depth about a sport that much unless you love the sport.
So, no, yes you do, because it's a part of your heritage, and my man is from Trinidad and Tobago over here.
That is a fact. That is
Yeah.
a fact.
Okay.
Trinidadian.
The Trinidadian.
But yeah, we-
We are a diverse show here.
Yeah. We got
Alright.
Eastern Europe. We got Portuguese. We got.
I'm
Trinidad,
also half
Tobago.
Italian, 2
Paisans,
Italians.
Yeah.
You know, we're all over the place, you know? We're a diverse show. We like to keep it going, but we can't believe that we spent 20 minutes on cricket.
Yeah. It was a
It felt
little
like
too overblown there.
10. I don't know if it was 20.
And now we're spending 5 minutes talking about that.
How we, yeah.
Well, I was going to loop this back in, and I was going to say, just like the cricket, I don't think anybody cares that the guy from Detroit's gone, because Detroit hasn't done anything
Yeah.
in forever. They haven't done anything good, in my opinion, since Miguel Cabrera.
If you look at like the bottom like 5 OPS guys like in the entire MLB, I think 3 of them play for the Tigers.
They have the worst offense in the entire
It's by far
league.
the worst offense. I think like the next closest team in like runs like scored right now, the Tigers sit at 380 runs scored this year. That is the lowest in all of baseball. The next closest team is the A's with 393. That's 13 runs between them and the next team. That's almost 5 games. And the A's probably should have a couple more runs on that total. It's just the Tigers have been so pathetic this year. 521's allowed. Their run differential is negative 141.
So they're winning games based off the pitching. If they win games.
The pitching's still bad too, man.
So where are they getting the wins from?
They're not winning. That's the thing. They're not winning.
There's no wins.
There's some wins.
There's
Wait, there's
45
no
wins.
wins.
There's 162 games. There's going to be some wins, but nobody's winning. It's just the other guys had that bad of a day.
Yeah.
And that's what happens in Detroit. That's why he's gone. That's why I can't even remember the guy's name, because he's irrelevant.
Al
Because he
Avila.
hasn't done anything. Sorry, Al. You're a schmuck.
Sorry, Al.
You know, if I
you
couldn't
could
do my
call me
job,
Al.
if I couldn't do my job, I'd be gone. They wouldn't have me on the station.
So guys, just letting you know,
Yeah.
this is Mazz's last day. He's
Basically, I'm waiting for it. Annabella's just gonna open up the door and be like, "You fat boy, gone. Let's go."
Hey,
no,
Tommy.
the thing is, if she says that, I'd be confused. I'm like, which one are you talking about? Oh.
Hey, Tommy,
I got
heard that.
I got a little bit of beer belly too, so it might be, I might be in that conversation. as
Anyway.
well.
Root beer belly.
root beer belly. Root beer belly. Root beer belly.
Anybody?
What we got next?
Where are
All
we?
right,
we
we're
got
gonna,
next?
we're
What
gonna
is
start.
going on here?
Where are you? We're gonna start moving over to NBA talk for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Kevin
okay.
Durant. Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Durant. You want to talk about Kevin Durant?
What? Oh, what else is there?
Bill Russell's number getting
Bill
retired
Russell's number
across
got
the league.
retired.
Wait, that was coming up later in the show. Way to spoil it.
All right, we'll talk about Kevin Durant. You want to start with the Mazz? Because I'm done with talking about Kevin Durant.
Oh, don't worry, man. I got
He's
it.
Oh, he's
Standing up.
standing. He's standing.
All 5'2" of them.
Put him in timeout.
Well, oh,
That's it. That's it.
He's in
Connor's in
timeout.
timeout.
He's in
off.
timeout.
He's off. He's off.
He's in timeout. Yeah, you thought you were. Yeah, you thought that was good. It was good. I'll give you that one. Yeah, it's 5'6" to you. All right, 5'2" wide. Anyway. Anyway, where were we? Kevin Durant. I have a problem with so much going on with the NBA right now for one thing and one thing only.
Hit me. Hit it.
Why is everybody buddy? You got LeBron going to Draymond's wedding. I think Jason Tatum was at that wedding too. What is going on here? Kevin Durant wants to join Philadelphia, even though James Harden just said he wants nothing to do with Brooklyn, and that's why he went to Philly in the first place. KD's trying to join Boston, trying to join Miami, trying to join Philly. What is with everybody being buddy? I'd be like, no, stop this. No, don't get me wrong. Philadelphia, I would take a KD. But I don't understand why guys are like, what happened to the competition? What happened to... Do you think Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant would be going out and trying to join other teams like this? Do you
think about Michael Jordan being friends with other players? He was friends with a lot of players.
No, but here's the thing. I feel like with Jordan, it was different, though. A lot of players had so much respect for him.
Him and Barkley were buddies.
Yeah, but no. But
they
you
tried killing each other. Well, they tried... Hit that.
What?
I don't know if I can say that.
Nah, you're right.
We're good? Okay. They tried to take each other out every time they were on the court. I feel like that just doesn't happen. Everybody's just kind of showing off skill.
Does no one remember how much the Detroit Pistons would abuse Michael Jordan?
Do you think Mike would ever be...
But there's rivalries in the NBA.
Who? I thought it was the Warriors in Boston. You got Jason Tatum at Trey's wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not allowed to be friends?
No. Not when you just lost to them in the finals.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, that is insane to me.
Just because you play against them doesn't mean off the court you can't be friends with them.
Dude, I don't want to go to your wedding if you just took a championship from me.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
That's ridiculous.
That's
what
crazy.
do you mean?
If you're friendly off the court, you're not going to miss a guy's wedding just because he beat you in the finals.
Yes, you are.
No, Mazz. I would go to that wedding, but ruin the wedding. That's what I would do.
That's what I'm saying.
You take a ring from me, I'm going to take your ring, my guy.
You took my ring, and then I'm going to go celebrate your actual ring that matters? No. No, absolutely not. That's
Mazz,
I'm gonna watch you get two rings and you took mine.
That's
no
wrong.
way.
No. Mazz and I, we are on the petty side for sports. You cannot.
I'm petty,
like
dude.
This.
I'm petty too, but I'm not petty enough to miss your wedding just because you beat me in the finals.
Oh well, then
You should have invited me in the first place.
You're not petty. Then I don't know what to tell you.
The wedding invites go out a year before the actual wedding.
You don't know that.
A year.
That's how weddings
shot.
are.
4 months. I say 4
I got a
months,
wedding
not
invite this week for next Saturday.
But that's not.
That's so
That's
true.
not normal.
Yeah, I know.
That's not
I know.
No.
But I did. Shout out my boy Gabe. I love you, buddy.
Let's say most wedding invites go out year and a half before the actual wedding happens.
No.
Well, then you know what
What
that's
weddings
telling
do
me?
you go
You know
to
what
that
that's
do that?
telling me?
No.
Time out. You know what that's telling me? That means that you had no confidence in that either one of you that both of you were gonna get there. All right. So either A, you sending me that invite disrespected
Or
me.
you need to schedule things in advance, like
No, you
catering,
disrespected me.
venue.
thought I was gonna be in the finals.
No. Wedding invites go out like 4 months before max. It has
What's
to
the
be
save the
4
date go
months.
out? When does the save the dates go out?
Save the date goes out 5 months. That's it.
That's not no. Save the dates don't go out a month before the invite.
It could go out 5 months.
No, save the dates are way longer.
Who gives a year notice, my
You don't
guy?
give 5 months notice to
Yes,
someone.
you do.
What if they have a vacation plan 5 months in advance?
5 months are planned.
Fellas.
It's planned,
Fellas,
though.
we're a sports show.
Okay, no. You're
Talking
talking
about weddings right now.
No. You're talking to the guy where like I'm at weddings almost every single week. Like Albanians' weddings are actually mental. Like we have 2
Every
weddings
week?
in one day.
What do you guys... What?
So like so in the morning there's the woman's side that has their own wedding. At night
What?
there's the men's side that has their own wedding. Yeah,
And
it's
that's
actually
why...
insane.
That's
They
what you
don't
don't...
get married in the same place.
That's why it's not a year in advance, because you're not having everybody at the same spot, you know?
Exactly. You see, it's the women's side and the men's side. They split up and search for
So
clues.
you just made
Scooby
his
and I
point.
go for it this way, you know.
What is going on here?
We're having fun, bro.
Albanian weddings.
Albanian wedding. Anyway.
I want to go to an
Dawsums.
Albanian
They're
wedding.
called
I would love...
Dawsums. I'm going to one on Sunday. The
You got a plus
30th. No.
I knew you didn't love me.
I'm the plus one. I'm the plus one, my guy.
But the plus one should have a plus one, because guess what? You're not even having the other half there.
Yeah, that is true. Yo, dude, they're actually it's crazy how many people actually go. Like,
Are
for the
you
one
are you
side.
from the bride's party or the groom's
So
party?
technically, the way how it is that like this is my first cousin's first cousin, but from the mom side.
Okay, so it's your second cousin.
No, it's not. He's not my cousin.
No, it's the cousin's other cousin.
Yeah,
On the other side of
so
the family.
So wouldn't
Yeah.
that make that like it's still on there somewhere?
no. The way how it works for Albanians, there's not your family.
So
Because
this is
dude,
what he's saying, Mazz. His first cousin.
I understand. I understand.
That cousin's other side of the family's cousin.
Dude, I'm Portuguese and Italian. That's family.
Your
No,
in-law's cousin.
I know.
that's not family.
Oh, the in-laws. Okay.
Yes,
I thought he was saying
yes,
like my
yes.
cousin's cousin. Like
No,
I thought he was saying like
no.
Besmir's cousin.
No. Oh, so technically, yeah. So like Besmir's cousin is Nebi from his dad's side. I'm not related to him.
Yeah, but it's Bez's cousin.
Yeah, but I'm Bez's cousin from his mom's
Yeah,
side.
I would just introduce that as my cousin.
No, that's not my cousin.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, it is what it is. But anyway,
We are a sports
back
show.
to KD.
We are a sports show,
We
just
are
let
a
everyone
sports show. I
know.
promise. I promise we are half a sports show.
Well, no,
We're a
we
wannabe
no,
sports
no. We are entertainers, my guy.
We
all
are
right?
entertainers.
We are entertainers.
Here, it's not time yet. Anyway, I'll get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, KD China team hop. Does this hurt his legacy for you guys?
You know my answer.
I've asked, okay,
I've said
anybody
this
but
every
Ed.
episode for the last 3 episodes.
Connor, what do you think? If he joins Miami, does that hurt his legacy? I think joining like a Golden State hurt the legacy because they already won without him and they knocked him out the year before. But Miami hasn't done anything. I mean, like, in terms of like championship since LeBron. Is joining them necessarily hurting his career?
I don't know. It's interesting because I feel like the one thing that does hurt his career, he does keep doing this over and over again. And it's like he just runs when it doesn't work every time. Well, it worked.
So
It worked in Golden State, but he didn't run from Golden State.
So if he won championships every time he swapped teams, would that
I
help?
don't know. It's like
Because let's be honest, it's not like LeBron staying.
that's true.
You
You're
know,
right.
LeBron,
You're right. You're right.
We never have a problem with LeBron leaving teams since Miami.
But like they're different. It's levels to it.
Cleveland.
So
He left
I'm not
Cleveland
gonna lie.
second time.
Like
no, I'm saying we didn't have a problem with that because he brought the championship.
yeah, but it's
He
different.
brought 2
levels.
championships to Miami.
But it doesn't.
But we didn't have a problem when he left Miami. We had a problem when he went to Miami.
But Mazz, you got to understand. It's different levels of player though. Like LeBron's on a different level in comparison to KD.
Yeah, I think you'd be held to a higher standard than KD if you're gonna have.
I think
him
the
on a
problem with
different level.
Kevin Durant is just it's always a sour end. Okay, no one gave him problems when he went to Brooklyn. Actually, no one gave him problems there.
Brooklyn was a respectful move for
Yeah,
him.
but
Yeah.
it was sour when he is. It's sour now, and it was sour when he left OKC. That's why
Yep,
it's
exactly.
those two.
Yep.
I
If
don't
you
know
don't
if it
bring a
was-
championship, that's when it's sour.
No, I don't think that's the case.
No, I think just the way that OKC went down was just because of who he joined. I don't think there was a problem
No,
with
with
leaving
him
OKC.
leaving OKC.
It was who he like. If they didn't knock them out the year before, I don't think we would have cared that he joined a championship team.
Well, this one's definitely sour, regardless, just because of.
Well, I'll tell you what's not sour. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is Mazz in the midday.
This is Midday.
And we were joined by Ardi Amini and Connor Coopin. Connor, continue.
Well, yeah, it's sour right now how the Brooklyn situation is playing out, and that's why it's looking pretty bad because they're gonna see him as this guy that just keeps trying to get all these things together, and then it just doesn't work.
But
every
if you're
single
a team, do you not want him?
time. It depends on the team, I guess you could say.
If you're Miami, do you not want him?
I say you want him. Yeah, you need that's a team that needs size. They're an undersized team, and he definitely brings that and the skill, of course. So why not?
Now, let me ask you this: if you're Boston, do you want him? Boston said they don't want him.
If you're Boston, do you want him? That's interesting because
Over Jaylen Brown.
I feel like when it's one of those
If I'm the
teams,
Celtics, I don't take him.
I feel like it's one of those teams like Boston. They could have won last year. They could have, but they didn't. But doesn't mean they couldn't have. They don't necessarily. Even a team like Miami, I think they could have. They're just injured and everything.
Do you think Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant's play styles can coexist in an offense?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Call me crazy.
Crazy.
I think I'd rather keep Jaylen Brown and pair him with if I'm pairing him with KD.
You'd rather Jason Tatum get involved in the trade with?
I think so. With the performance that we saw last year, yeah.
Nah.
Jaylen Brown did go
I
crazy.
like Jason Tatum. Don't get me wrong, but
Jaylen
Brown-
I
I'd be even
just
more
think
excited.
I just think that Jaylen Brown with KD would be a better complement than Tatum and KD.
If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't think KD should be going to Boston whatsoever.
Why?
If I'm Boston, I wouldn't take him
I don't
because
even
Boston has such a has a prosperous project ahead of them.
One of those
that why would you sort of
those
like
teams can
swerve
just run it back and
but
just
here's
try
the-
again.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, why would you swerve this like progress that you made just by trying to put a big name like player to it?
Because we're not talking about just a big name player. We're talking about a top 3 player in the league.
But also, you trust a guy like Ime Udoka to develop players out of nothing.
I also trust him to handle personality like KD.
Yeah, he's better than Nash. Nash can't handle anyone.
Look at how he handled. When's the last time you saw a coach really reel in Marcus Smart? Marcus Smart was controlled chaos last year. Udoka did that. Brad Stevens couldn't do that. Sorry. All right. Maybe he wasn't
good
ready.
up in the GM box.
Yeah, and he's good because that's fine. I think he's right where he should be. I think we overhyped him as a coach at times. I think the hype is real. I think Stevens is much more suited for that front office role. Not saying that Udoka couldn't do it. It's just, this is his first head coaching job. The whole nobody saw that coming of Ainge stepping down and that going up, but it's been working. However, I just don't know if the talent in Boston is good enough to get the job done.
Listen,
I
they were
think so.
2 games away from doing it. They could run it back without changing nothing. I think a team like Philly, where they clearly weren't good enough, is where you could make the move for
Exactly.
them. Even Miami, I think they could just run it back. I really think they could just do it. They were one shot away
But
from
that's
making
the
the
thing,
finals.
for sure. But guess what?
So
they
they
would never beat the Warriors
But
with that lineup.
I guess we'll never see.
No,
guess
we
don't
know, dude. We know.
We don't know.
You don't have the depth.
They did have the
The
depth.
Celtics were a better
Now
roster.
they don't. Now
Celtics
they
were a
don't.
better
They
roster.
lost PJ. They lost PJ.
They didn't have the depth back then because guess what? The Celtics didn't have the depth, and the Celtics had the better depth than you did. Thank you.
I think they could.
Connor, you're
telling
biased.
me,
You're
dude,
biased.
you're telling me right now.
biased.
You're telling me right now that Kerr would not just zone in on Jimmy and make everybody else beat him. He wouldn't even be concerned about it. That would be the deal. We shut down Jimmy.
You saw Strus in the Eastern Conference Finals. You
Dude.
saw guys like Lowry. They don't score when the lights are shining brightest.
Strus hit one shot.
And his foot was out of bounds.
No, not that one. That one. Oh my! Don't even.
So that's
Not
what I'm
that
talking about, dude. Is that I like Miami. I'm a fan of the organization.
But I don't know if a
Miami
guy
is
like Kevin
team-
Durant is what they need. Maybe they need to fill in the gaps elsewhere.
They need another. I'll tell you right now, with that organization, the way that they get production out of guys that you never even would think that you could get production out of, all they need is somebody
Stars.
that could. They need
So they got
one
so
more
you're saying
star.
they got the rest filled out. They just need up here filled out.
No, dude. Even with give up whatever you want because I have confidence in Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra to bring in guys and coach guys up to play the roles that they need them to play. The problem is that the role that they need is another scorer. They need a Bradley Beal kind of guy. They need a Kevin Durant kind of guy.
Okay, I see.
They need a legitimate threat at scoring the ball because Jimmy can't do it by himself.
Well, they haven't done it yet. You know what I mean? They're just kind of sitting there.
What do you mean?
They haven't made any trade for any
I'm
superstar
saying
yet.
they
yeah.
need to. I think KD is what they need, and that's where if I'm Miami,
It's either Tyler or a superstar, I guess.
dude.
That's the way it
if
looks.
I'm Miami, Tyler's never gonna be KD.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, Tyler's never gonna be. He might make an all-star team in the next 10 years. He might make 2. He's not gonna be a perennial
No, yeah.
all-star.
So it looks like if they don't make any trade for a player, they'll probably extend him.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna be if they make a trade for a superstar, he's the first piece in the deal. Because he's the most valuable thing that they're willing to part with. Because they're not gonna part with Jimmy and Bam.
That should be
So-
the only 2 untouchables.
I think they
Everything
are the
else,
only two.
everything else should be on.
I'm pretty
the
sure
table.
those 2 are the only 2. Maybe Tyler's. I don't know.
I think they're viewing Tyler as untouchable. And do
It
you
dep- it
think
dep-
Tyler should be untouchable?
No, it depends on
No.
the player. He's not untouchable for Kevin Durant or Donovan Mitchell. He might be untouchable for a lesser player. You know what I
Even
mean?
if you're getting a package of 2 really good players for just Tyler Hero, I'm taking the deal.
It would depend on the player. But Kevin
Tyler's
Durant,
a 6-man, dude. That's how I look at him.
he could start.
If
He could,
Dallas,
but I don't want him
listen,
to.
If Dallas gives you Dinwiddie and Christian Wood, I'll just say those 2 guys. For Tyler Hero, I'm taking the deal.
I don't think they would ever do that. Let me ask you a question. You know what? Would you rather Tyler Hero edition? We're here for it.
Here we go.
We're here for it.
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, obviously, I'm not even going to hit you with the layups like KD or Donovan Mitchell. But what I will hit you
Get the
with,
tough ones. Yeah.
Jalen Brunson.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero.
I think Jalen. He can score just like him. He shoots a three ball very well. Plays better defense. I think he'd be better suited on that team.
Can't rebound though.
You don't need the rebounds. You got Bam and Jimmy.
That's a valid point.
What do you need rebounds for? You literally have one of
But
the
here's
most
the thing.
athletic bigs in Bam
But
Adebayo.
this is like comparing apples to oranges because Brunson's a ball facilitator, top the key kind of guy, and then Hero's a spot up shooter.
Hero can make his own play a ton. He played. No, trust me. Hero can facilitate and create his own shot just like any one of those guys.
Not as good as Brunson.
You'd be surprised. Who else, Mazz?
This guy is
Who
so
else?
biased with the Heat. It's not even funny.
I'm sorry, dude. That
You'd be surprised.
why did
You'd
you
be
do him like
surprised.
that?
You'd be surprised.
Tyler Hero, Desmond Bane.
Tyler Hero.
I think Desmond plays better defense. I love everybody that's on that Grizzly organization. To be honest with you.
I love Desmond Bane too. I think he's a dog, but I think Tyler's quicker,
Yeah.
Okay.
more fast. I'll say more faster, but no, I'd rather have Tyler Hero.
C.J. McCollum, Tyler Hero.
CJ McCollum.
CJ.
All day, right?
Yeah.
Not even a question. I
Yeah.
just had to make sure. that was
CJ
clear.
is a guy that hasn't made an All-Star game that probably should have.
Okay.
That's a good shout.
What's up?
I said that's a good shout. Yeah,
Pascal Siakam.
Pascal.
That's a
all
different
day.
position, man.
Pascal
but yeah,
all day.
Pascal.
But I will say this: DeMar DeRozan,
DeRozan.
Yeah.
all day, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
They gotta bring in somebody.
Drew Holiday or Tyler Hero.
Drew Holiday.
But Tyler's younger.
Fair, but he's still not gonna reach that height. And they're in win now mode. Who cares about the future? Stop worrying about the future. There's nothing there. You might not even see it. Things happen in this world, dude. It's sad to say, but it happens.
Yeah, you're right.
Live for today, people, if you want to.
De'Aaron Fox or Tyler Hero.
De'Aaron
Oh, that's
Fox.
Swiper.
Oh,
yeah,
De'Aaron
I think
Fox, my guy.
De'Aaron
Come on.
Fox.
Yeah.
Dude, what's next? DeJounte Murray or Tyler Hero?
DeJounte.
DeJounte all day.
I'm not taking.
on.
No, that's ridiculous.
Wait,
What do you
what?
mean that's
No,
ridiculous?
no. I meant like that question's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
I posted it.
I was about to say.
My bad. My bad.
I think I
refer-
posed it in a sarcastic tone. I mean, correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
You know, so I.
You said KCP.
I'll take Hero over that. any day.
Campazzo. Fachu Campazzo.
Oh, who would
No,
you be willing?
Matisse Thybulle.
Oh, Matisse Thybulle can't play offense, so Tyler Hero.
I'm probably rocking with Hero on that one.
Ty-
a good one.
Matisse is the better defender.
Maxey.
Oh, I'll take. Oh, that's tough because I love Maxey, bro. That's actually, I think Tyrese Maxey honestly might be the answer for me. I think he has a higher ceiling.
I don't think they do it though. They're so high on Maxey, it's not even funny. Seth Curry, Tyler Hero.
So Tyler,
Hero.
dude, Seth is
Stop,
like what?
man.
I'm being disrespectful. I'll still take
Yeah,
that.
I'm about to say.
But it's dude.
Paolo Banchero.
Yeah,
But okay, but let me ask you this.
Lamar Jackson
Hold
or Tyler
on,
Hero.
because it's kind of hard to just. God. Let me ask you this: Goran Dragic and Seth Curry, or Tyler Hero?
Oh,
I'd take that deal.
Dragic now or like?
No, Dragic right this second. Who would you
Yikes.
rather
I
have?
don't
Those two
know.
or Hero?
I'd take those two.
I take those
I don't
two.
I'm taking-
I would swipe them right now.
I feel like you could fill anyone with Dragic's shoes right now. He's
Whoa.
like 36.
Oh my god.
Dude, we need a sound effect.
I need a Pauly Walnuts.
Pauly Walnuts.
Oh. Sound effect.
Rest in peace, Pauly Walnuts, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, that's
But
so hard.
but yeah, but like, come on, you got, dude. You're saying anyone could replicate what Goran
No.
Dragic does?
No. But at this point, he's just getting older, and he's not. He was on the. You saw him in the Nets last year.
Yeah, but he was also not getting that many minutes
And why is that?
because Steve Nash is a stooge. What do you want me to
Nash-
say? Our organization is poorly run.
Steve Nash or KD? Who's winning this fight?
What?
Who's staying on the team?
Oh, I thought you meant like all the time.
They've already said that they're rocking with Nash and they're keeping
That's gonna force him to coexist
Mark,
together.
Sean
Sean Marks, right? So
And Joe Tsai, the CEO.
Joe, that's who I was getting confused with. I keep
But will-
on thinking that Marks is the CEO and
No,
he's
he's the
not.
GM.
He's the GM.
So will they trade Durant or just like force him to stay?
I think they're just gonna force him to stay if nothing comes up. But you got to look at something that would be worth.
I don't know.
actually
I feel like they
moving.
might force the trade.
You think?
I think they might force it.
I would, but they've already. Here's the problem: is that the Gobert trade happened, right?
and that was like 4
ridiculous.
first-round picks and like other stuff as
And
well.
good players like
And
Pat Bev. Yeah.
decent players, not
Yeah.
good players.
Yeah, but still.
Pat Bev or Tyler Hero.
Okay, enough.
Okay, calm down, calm down.
But seriously though, I think the problem is the Gobert trade because what are teams looking
17 first-round picks.
for Kevin? That's what I'm saying. Is that's basically what they're expecting. Because if you already got 5 first-round picks for Gobert
Like
plus 3
4. It was
players,
like 4 first rounds for Gobert.
That's actually insane.
so obviously KD's 10 times. Gobert's not even in the same conversation.
But here's the thing. My question is, like, I don't think they would force the round picks. I think they would force the amount of players in exchange. For depth, in my opinion, I think that'd be a way to do it.
I think they're looking for picks.
You think they're looking for picks?
If they're losing out on KD, I think they're like, oh, we're fine with going with the rebuild.
Unprotected too.
But I feel like they would want that depth, though, of just, like, trying to, like, just try things out with certain players, that they wouldn't mind giving up KD for, like, 4 or 5 players, I think. That's the only way you get rid of KD in a trade, if you force a trade.
All right, we'll see what happens. I don't know where KD's going.
What team do you guys think?
I think Miami makes sense.
I think Boston.
Here's the
you
thing.
think Boston-
I
What
think
if you
Boston's
done-
going to give you the best deal if you're Brooklyn.
But who are they going to give up? Brown?
Brown, yeah.
I have my question. Do you think he somehow makes it to Dallas?
No.
No way.
No
not,
shot.
No
not a,
shot.
Not a chance. Because the way that they just structured contracts, it's not happening.
It'd be crazy. Just imagine if you made it.
With
to
him
that.
with Luka would be
Yeah.
insane.
Oh my God.
It'd be
bro.
absolutely insane. Somebody's got to play defense, but it'd be absolutely insane.
Here's the thing, but
Like
that's
Christian Wood, bro.
They still got Finney Smith, don't they?
Dodo Smith, yeah.
What did you just call
That's what
him?
they call him. That's what they
Dodo?
call him. Yeah.
Soda.
They call him Dodo.
I'm
They
not
call him
gonna
Dodo.
lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. When he first said that, I thought I heard something else for a second.
No,
I'm not
no.
gonna
They call him
lie.
Dodo. Dorian Finney-Smith. Interesting. I did
Yeah.
not know that. Now, what an awful name.
Lucas said it in a press
I
conference.
feel like if you're calling him Dodo, I feel like you're just calling him useless because a dodo bird was useless. He's not useless. He's a decent player. I'd rather have him than Tyler Hero.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, where are we going?
All right, moving
Come on.
NBA just announced the Christmas Day games for this season. Should be a pretty good slate. So there's going to be 5 games. First one, Boston Celtics versus Milwaukee.
We're covering Christmas
Oh,
right
wait,
now.
hold on, wait. I have a question. Wait. So wait,
Covering Christmas.
wait,
covering
Ant,
Christmas
wait,
in August.
wait, Ant, real quick. I have a question. So, it's gonna be actually like December 25th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So think about how crazy the month of December is gonna be for sports. Just think about how crazy it's gonna be.
For World Cup.
You have World Cup. You have the NBA going on. You're still gonna have some NFL games going.
yeah, that's getting close to the playoff push.
Like,
right there.
think about how crazy that month of sport is gonna be.
Well, I'm telling you right now, what takes precedent for me. Portugal soccer all day.
But here's the thing, but like, no, but if you're actually diehard just sports fan in general, you're gonna have sports from 5 a.m. in the morning, like U.S., or even if we're talking about like West Coast, it's gonna be 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
This has been,
From 2 a.m. to like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you're gonna have obscene amount of games for any sport you want to watch.
I'm just happy that the Premier League's back at least and football's around the corner because the last couple weeks has just been an awful time for me.
Yeah. But
Oh, that's
can I
right.
get to the Christmas Day games that
Yeah,
I was
go
going to
ahead.
Yes, you can go. I'm sorry. I just got excited because it's like the month of December.
No, that's
And
because
you
that-
just keep like a
Insane
taser
for
on
me.
him, and anytime one
Yo,
of us
all
cut
of
him
us,
off,
no, Mazz, all of us has to wear shock collars. now.
shock collars.
Yeah.
I think he'd be very much inclined for that because this poor guy gets cut off. We appreciate you, buddy.
And we love you.
It's
just letting you
hard.
know.
It's hard officiating the conversation.
Trust me, I understand I'm in your shoes all the time, so trust me, I feel you, buddy.
All right, can I announce the games already?
No, you cannot.
Hey,
no,
Ant,
you
hey,
cannot.
Ant.
Yo,
Hey,
hey,
Ant.
listen.
Could you announce the games already? I've been waiting.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, why are you taking so long?
Oh, by the way,
That is the worst sound effect in this entire place.
let's spend 2 minutes talking about how bad it is now. You
All
know what
of
I mean?
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Stop
Celtics
Get
Bucks.
some help.
Celtics Bucks first game that Christmas Day. That should be a pretty good one. It's a rematch of what was the semifinals, Eastern Conference semifinals.
I believe so.
Should be a good game right in the middle of the day. All the Christmas Day games are always very highly touted, competitive games. Then you got the Knicks and Sixers. Knicks always play on Christmas Day, which I don't understand. They always stink. Never a good game. Sixers are going to blow them out. Nuggets, Suns.
I'm
Ooh.
so excited about the Nuggets right now. It's not even funny. And I'll tell you, Jamal Murray, Tyler Hero.
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray all day,
Oh, yeah,
not even close.
100%.
Not even close.
100%.
But do you think they can match up against the Suns?
Yeah, I think they're better than the Suns.
Oh,
When healthy, absolutely. I have no faith in Devin Booker anymore. I have no faith. Chris Paul slowing down, can't do it. They gave Ayton that contract and still haven't moved him for reasons I still don't understand. He does nothing. What, like 18 points?
Yeah.
The hard way? Because he
16.
can't shoot?
And can't even play defense that well?
Thank you. Waste of space.
Mavericks, Lakers.
Great.
That's be so much fun.
Merry Christmas, Mazz. Luca just served you up on a platter.
Luka drops 45. And then
Well, you know what? If Kyrie comes, We
He
back in
ain't guarding
business.
Luca.
But that's all right. We're still back in business because they're not outscoring LeBron, AD, and Kyrie.
And also, Kyrie might sit out Christmas Day because something's going on with his life. It's Christmas Day.
Come on,
he
stop.
He can't play basketball.
You're being disrespectful.
I've earned the right.
You have. You have. You're a Nets fan.
All right. And then the last game of the day, Golden State versus Memphis Grizzlies, which, in fact, is the Grizzlies' first ever Christmas Day game.
Good for them.
Nice.
I'm so excited for them next season, too. That's a team I think could go all the way. Everybody buys in. Everybody plays defense.
It's a family team.
There's dogs all over that team. Watch out for Memphis, dude. That's my dark horse pick. And they're not really dark horse in it because I think they were like a 2 seed last year, but
Yeah, but sometimes
I mean, they
you've seen
lost in the
teams,
semifinals.
but also you've seen
they
teams,
were young.
You've seen teams have disappointing seasons right after they break out. So.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Ja's going to go down as the greatest Grizzly of all time. The competition's
It's
not
not
that
tough.
rough.
Yeah, it's not
It's not
that.
that tough. You got Zach Randolph, Marcus All, Mike Conley. It's not that rough.
That's all you.
Mike Bibby.
Marc Gasol, yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
I think it's Pau Gasol. Pau,
I mean, they're
too.
both there.
They-
Yeah,
they were both there.
Yeah.
It's not hard. He could do it. Shane Battier.
Shane Battier.
Wow.
Oh,
and then who was
man.
playing for them like the middle 2000s when they were really bad?
Yeah, Gasol. Yeah, Pau Gasol was there at that point.
Conley. Jordan Clarkson.
Tony Allen.
No, he didn't play for them.
Tony Allen.
No, he was on the Celtics championship
Wait,
team. That
didn't-
never mind.
No, he was on Memphis, though.
hold on.
Wasn't
didn't-
Tony Snell on the Grizzlies too?
Oh, he was in the
Wait,
Bulls.
wait,
Bucks.
boys. Didn't one of the guys from the Fab Five play on that team?
Not Grant Hill.
Definitely
No.
wasn't Grant.
Not Juwan Howard.
Not Juwan Howard. Not Jalen Rose.
Chris Webber. Jalen Rose.
Not that I know of.
Why
Yeah.
do I feel like one of them did though? Am I going crazy?
Possible.
Am I psychotic? I might be.
I mean, you're drinking a C4 at 1 in the afternoon.
The second one. So I already have
Oh,
400.
jeez.
So I already have 400 milligrams of caffeine running through my veins.
That is insane.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
moving
not
on.
Healthy. And that's the end of the Christmas Day games. But it should be a good slate. I mean, I always like watching NBA on Christmas Day.
I don't know why they
You making bets?
release.
You making bets on Christmas Day?
Of course.
Oh, do you guys want to hear about the craziest Christmas Day bet I've ever made, bro?
Yes, Ardi.
All right. I'm
So
worried.
it was Boxing Day for the Premier League. So
Time out one
what-
second.
Yes.
What is Boxing Day?
Oh,
Day
it's
after
it's
Christmas.
Hold
yeah,
on.
It's the,
He said he's got 400 milligrams of caffeine in him right now. Get that dumb button ready. You were saying.
No, so Boxing Day in England is basically the day after Christmas. It was like a historical day for a lot of the like peasants who used to work in like a lot of the like Cheshire houses and like the rich people's houses. So
Yep.
it was a day for them to get like boxes of like gifts and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's what Boxing Day was, and it's used as a tradition in sport. So I did a 30-game parlay that day.
Jeez.
I
How
did.
many money?
I put 15 in. I would have won $3,000
$3,000 for a 30 leg?
for 30
Only
games.
$3,000?
$15 to put in. That's all.
Well, you
still,
but no,
30 legs.
but you have to understand though. There was a lot of games where it really ruined the odds because it was like minus 700.
For the record, we are not advocating anybody following the steps of Ardi.
No,
This is
do not.
just a story.
But this is just a story.
This is just a story.
Learn from my mistakes. So
If you want to.
Yeah, if you want to. So I put in 15. So I got annoyed because like the first 3 games of the leagues I bet on the English Premier League. I bet on the German Bundesliga and then Spain La Liga.
So it was just a 30 leg of soccer.
30 games of soccer. So I got the first 3 of each league wrong, so I couldn't cash out on any of my bets. And what ends up happening is that the rest of the games ended up being right.
You had 27 of the 30 legs right, and then the first 3 are the ones you got wrong.
I would
Yeah.
have absolutely puked.
You know what it is? I messed up because I didn't do a tie-no bet for the first few games. That's what it was.
Yeah,
If I had done a tie-no bet, I would have been in clear.
that would have been
That's a
rough.
sad story.
Sad
Now,
story.
you got me depressed for that.
I have a question right now.
And I have an answer.
I believe the WNBA playoffs have started.
Really?
Yeah,
That's always fun to watch.
I'm
WNBA
looking, dude.
playoffs.
The WNBA is lit. All
It
right,
is.
stop hating on it. Sabrina Ionesco is out there. All right, let's get it.
But I don't think she's in the playoffs, is she?
Yeah, dude. The Liberty are. This is why I think it's the playoffs time. I apologize for not knowing. There's just been so much going on that it's hard to keep up with every league.
Yes.
But we got to bring it up when we can. The Liberty. I'm seeing the Liberty are playing the Sky right now, and it has rankings of 5 and 6 next to them, and then the little bracket for like the games is 0-0. I think the WNBA's playoffs are starting right now. Free BG, but hey, who do you guys got? Anyone? Liberty, Sky?
Liberty.
I'm rocking with the Liberty for this one.
I feel like it's gonna be a Sky. I
Yeah?
think Sky's gonna pull one over.
I don't know, dude. Ionesco's
Let's
nasty.
go to New York. I'm in New York.
And then we got the Aces versus the Mercury. I would say the Mercury, but BG is in their situation, so I think I got to rock with the Aces, right? Number 1 seed.
yeah, Aces have been pretty good this year.
No, I want to go Mercury just because. Why not?
I like the Mercury. I mean, Tarasi was lit, but hey, we'll see.
We'll see.
And then tomorrow, the Wings play the Sun, and the Mystics play the Storm.
Haven't the Sun been like
Storm.
really good?
Yo, by the way, these are some wild names. I love these names. These names are so cool.
confused how there is 2 1 seeds playing each other.
They're probably tied for first. That's probably what it is.
Oh, is it like a plane thing?
I don't know what's going on here. I gotta do some more homework on this. I apologize for not knowing.
It's fine. Hey,
It is what it is. Anyway, Ant,
hey, at least we're covering it. People
Well,
don't cover it.
I think the Seattle Storm are going all the way because this is Sue Bird's last year. She's
Possible.
going out on top, doing a full. Who are some notable athletes that went out on top?
Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Ray Lewis, one of them.
That was my first thought.
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis.
That's John
Hey,
Elway.
Sue Bird's gonna be the next one. Going out
Did
on top.
Elway go out on
John
top?
Elway went on top.
I don't know, dude.
back-to-back
He
years.
forced the trade there. Forget him. Him and Eli bums.
Oh, you're talking about at the beginning?
Yeah, dude. You
Tom
forced
Brady
your way-
this
you-
year.
You're always on bottom for me.
Tom Brady this year.
No.
Oh.
He didn't force his way out.
No, he's saying going on top.
Oh. I
This
thought you were
year.
saying, like, my bad. I was like, you coming at.
No, I said Tom
Can
Brady.
we please
this
talk
year.
about how Tom Terrific is the worst nickname in all of sports?
Yeah, I'm about to say, how is that?
TB12.
How is that his nickname? Tom Terrific.
I don't know who came up with that, but that is awful. Whoever came up with the sheriff for Peyton Manning's last season,
That was dope. That's dope.
I am keeping that forever. That is just great. Sheriff's back in town.
The sheriff.
you want
Sheriff.
Hey, there's a new sheriff in Russell Wilson and up in Denver there, right?
Hey,
Broncos
Nation.
Let's ride.
That's right.
Hey,
rap.
this season for football is gonna be fun.
Brother.
Like, there's a lot of mix up, a lot of change. I'm gonna be really excited for
Derwin
it.
James just signed a big extension, 4 years, $76.4
breaking
million.
news.
Breaking news.
Rangers fire their president. Texas announced it has relieved John Daniels of his duties as president of baseball operations, with GM Chris Young taking
They keep firing more.
Well, yeah, they're cleaning the house.
cleaning house.
Yeah, good
Anyway,
for
you were
them.
saying.
Derwin
Derwin
James
James.
extended 4 years, $76.4 million, man. Highest paid safety
In
ever.
NFL history.
Derwin James, bro.
But the thing is, he's been injured like the last few years. So it's kind of also
Dude,
it's
the safety.
this is risky though. This
Safety
is
ain't
risky.
important like it used to
Dude,
be,
but
bro.
the Chargers have just been putting money on money to all
You
their
want to know what it
players,
is?
bro.
Because the Chargers are trying to,
Go all in.
Yeah, they're trying to
As
go back
they
in.
should.
like, the fact that you're, like,
They wasted the Phillip Rivers years. They had the number one
Yeah.
offense, the number one defense, but the special teams is literally why
Herbert
they
hasn't
lost
even made the
games.
playoffs yet.
That's all right, but they've given him every opportunity around it on both sides of the ball for him to be the guy.
And
So
now they're doing it even more.
If
yeah.
he doesn't get the job done this year, I mean, like, that's going to be rough. I'm not saying that they're going to be looking to move on from him, but, like, they are putting this young kid in the position to win right this second. And you know why? Because they still have Keenan Allen,
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams. The time is now. The iron is hot. Strike it.
Bosa, Mack, Derwin, J.C. Jackson just signed. They're going all
Kenneth Murray in the middle linebacker. It's just,
They're going crazy.
who knows what Roquan Smith's going. They might be in on Roquan
If
Smith.
they get
whatever.
Roquan Smith, that defense will not. That
That
defense,
defense
will give,
becomes top 3.
that defense will be able to like not give up a yard a game.
If they get Roquan Smith, that is a top 3 defense in the NFL right now.
Probably number one.
Yeah,
Probably
that's-
Better than the
yeah.
Rams.
Yeah.
That'd be the
That's
best
like
front
the-
seven in the game.
Yeah.
With J.C. Jackson, Derwin James in
Who's
the
in the
secondary.
back? Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they're already top 10.
they're already top 5.
We'll see.
Well, okay, well they're at least top 10.
But the Chargers,
They got to stop the run still.
but also
Yeah, as
they,
a pass
they
rush,
are
they don't
loading
have
up on
yeah.
the defensive side because they're in probably the hardest division all of football with the Chiefs, Broncos.
Well, the Chiefs got
Raiders.
worse, I'd say.
I think the Chiefs got worse.
As a whole,
Dude,
yeah, of course.
When you have Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball behind his back from 30 yards out and hitting the crossbar,
Now,
you're still okay, man.
Where's
and
the
now,
defense?
Now, Boo Boo Schuster got a real
Who
quarterback.
cares? The team was the 32nd ranked defense last year, and Mahomes still made them a 10-win team. It doesn't matter what their defense is; they're gonna be fine.
I don't know about that. They'll be okay. They'll be fine. But are they taking it all the way?
Who says why not?
I don't think so.
Here come the Bills.
Here comes
Josh Allen's got to beat Mahomes first to show me.
Here it comes.
He needs. If he just had one weapon that Mahomes had, they would have.
Well, Gabriel Davis had 4 touchdowns in the AFC Championship game.
Exactly, and who's
what do you
Gabriel-
want to
who
do?
is Gabriel-
What do you want to do? He had 4 touchdowns. That was his weapon. He used it.
But that's
He
not.
scored 36 points.
If I have to rely on Gabriel Davis, you didn't even know who Gabriel Davis was before that game.
But still,
Nobody did.
He still went out and balled in the AFC Championship game.
Okay,
he
but
had
guess-
a weapon to use
but
that
guess who
game.
didn't? Guess who didn't? Guess who had a 2-point conversion, and that's it. The guy who should have had 4 touchdowns, Stephon Diggs.
Well,
It was
Diggs is
him
still a
and
great
Gabriel
receiver.
Davis, and it's Patty Mahomes, the Cheetah, Kelsey, Andy Reid. He gets everything. Josh Allen's working with
But look
nothing.
at
He's
this.
acting like it's his fault.
Patty Mahomes is going to have nothing this year. So he'll still beat Josh
He has
Allen.
Juju and Kelsey, bro.
I don't. He's Juju's
And Kelsey.
but he's still
Nicole
reliable.
Hardman.
What's up?
Gives me Cole Hardman.
He's still got more than what Josh Allen's working with right now.
Are you kidding me?
How does he
Dawson
not?
Knox and Stephon Diggs?
What did Diggs do? What did he do? Where was he when he needed him? He was a 2-point
He's still a top
conversion.
10 receiver in
And
football.
guess what? When he
He's
needed
still a top
2
10.
2-point
Top 10.
conversion.
Top 10 receiver in football.
2-point conversion.
Where's Mahomes? Has got Cole Hardman, who's probably top 45.
That's fine. He might be top 10. You got to step up on the at the biggest stages, all right? Because that's what it comes down to, is stepping up on the biggest stages. All right? Eli Manning's not a good quarterback, but he stepped up on big stages. Wasn't just
No,
him.
Eli.
but-
No. Eli was insane in the pocket. If you gave him a pocket to work in, he was nutty.
Dude,
that guy.
he was whack.
Yes, he was. The 2
Yes,
times
yes,
that
he was whack.
the 2 times he's done something insane in his
Dude, the
career
greatest-
is because he had an offensive line giving him a sick pocket.
Listen,
Don't try to tell me Eli was not a
The
good quarterback.
greatest? He wasn't a great quarterback.
Get out of here, bro.
How was he a great quarterback?
Bro, he was the only person to nick some.
He's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns.
Doesn't matter. He's the one person to nick championships
Actually, I
off
think it's
off,
like
of, off of
exactly
Tom Brady.
the same.
Nick Foles.
Which Nick Foles did that.
Oh yeah, that's true. But still, come on.
Time up. Elite wide receivers those years. Elite defense. His most famous play, you can't even name who made the catch.
David Tyree.
Who? Did I ask you? You didn't know it. Don't lie to me.
Montclair native, baby.
You could not have named Tyree was the guy who made the helmet.
Hey,
catch.
No,
Montclair
I
native.
couldn't have. I couldn't.
Thank you.
He's probably listening to the show right now, and you're bad-mouthing him.
Good. No, I'm not bad mouthing him. Bad mouthing his quarterback.
But you said you couldn't name his name. You just bad-mouthed him. He's listening to the show right now
You know
and
what?
saying,
Then it
this
is what
guy,
it-
Mazz, is
Well, you
bad-mouthing
couldn't
me.
name him, dude.
David Tyree, call into the station right now and badmouth Mazz, please.
If you want to.
If you'd like.
If you want to. 973-655-4256.
And just like
Yeah,
that.
just like that.
Good job. Good. I hope somebody calls. I hope we get
you wanna
thrown
hear,
off
you want,
the
you,
air.
you, want, you, want, you want to hear something about a funny phone call?
No. No.
No.
we'll talk-
I was in studio. No.
I
I
got
was in
30
studio.
minutes.
No,
We'll
no,
get
no,
there.
No. I was in studio.
Oh, God.
And I had a person call thinking that this was a pharmacy. And like I'm live on air, by the way. I'm trying to explain to them like this is a radio station. This is not a pharmacy. I don't know about your prescription. I can't help you.
That is fantastic. Anyway, David Tyree, I apologize, but most people can't name you. Eli's not a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback.
He's an average quarterback. Tony
He's
Romo was
good.
better.
He's good. He's good.
You know what? Let's have the conversation. I've been having this for years. Romo or Eli?
Eli.
Eli. He stayed healthy.
Better
Won
talent.
Get
two big soups.
Come
He
on.
stayed healthy.
I'm not talking about who has more career accomplishments because of the better team they were on. Who's the better quarterback?
Tony Romo.
Eli is,
Tony Romo,
no,
right?
Eli's the better quarterback.
It's how? Tony Romo's got the better QBR, better touchdown to interception
What was
ratio.
Tony Romo working with in his years?
What was he working with? One wide receiver and a tight end who is
Witten,
not
T.O., Miles Austin,
Timeout.
Tez Bryant,
Miles Austin.
Des
Where did
Bryant.
Miles Austin go to college?
but he was still at
Where
South.
did Miles Austin go to college?
Let's say Kennesaw
Monmouth
State.
University. You rocking with a guy from Monmouth?
Yeah, sure.
Stop it.
Sam Mills went to Montclair State University,
Sam
and
Mills-
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, congratulations. That's never gonna happen again until the school goes D1. With all due respect to everybody out there. Okay, it was a different time then. Sam Mills was a different kind of player, and guess what? Sam Mills got there because people took risks on him, and he outshined every expectation. The only reason why he wasn't playing D1 is because he was short, and that's it. That is it. If he was 6 foot, congratulations. It would have been a completely different story. Now back to this. Miles Austin would have been a 3rd to 4th wide receiver on any other team in the NFL.
Who did Eli Manning have to throw to? Victor Cruz.
Oh, whoa.
Run
Okay,
for 1,000 yards multiple times
we
with
can't,
him.
we can't say that.
Odell at the end of his career.
Okay. Odell was phenomenal at the time. He was just a nut job.
Yeah.
Okay. Hakeem Nicks, multiple 1,000-yard receiving.
Yeah.
Amani Toomer, what a solid guy to rely on. All
Jeremy
right?
Shockey.
He had Jeremy Shockey, who
Mario Manningham.
Plaxico
Mario
Burress.
Manningham, Plaxico Burress. He wasn't there for the big games.
Plaxico Burress?
No, but I was gonna say Tiki Barber.
Oh.
Okay, he had a lot of help to get to those big bulls.
Michael Strahan?
But don't even get me started on the defenses.
Like,
Don't
the defense, the way how...
Don't even get me started on the defense. All right, Tony Romo had a great pass rush, and that's
DeMarcus
where it
Ware.
ended. Come on, dude. Who was playing cornerback and safety then? Orlando Scandrick? Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. Who did he have? Because he didn't have T.O. and Des Bryant in the same year. So he had one headache after the next, and that was it. Witten is not Kelsey. Witten is not George Kittle.
Wait, so I have a question.
He's a top 10 tight end, but he was still very much known
Wait.
for the blocking.
Mazz.
And he was a safety
Mazz.
blanket for Romo. But that's basically
He
what
don't
he
hear
had.
you.
He had a safety
That's
blanket
right.
tight end and one really good wide receiver. It wasn't a good wide receiver core.
also had
No
DeMarco
defense.
Murray.
He had a defensive line, and
Wait,
that
so
was
Mazz,
it. Anthony
Mazz,
Spencer, Spears, and DeMarco Murray. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of DeMarcus Ware
Also the
on
best
defense.
offensive line in football at the time, too.
Fair, but it takes more than that.
Wait, Mazz, I have a question for you.
On the offensive side of the ball,
If
he was...
if you were to swap either quarterback in either team, do you think that would change your opinion? If Eli was playing for Dallas and
I think Tony Romo would still get the exact same thing done that Eli got done.
exact.
Exact. Two.
Listen,
It'd be two.
Tony Romo's not taking down the 17-0 Patriots.
You don't know that. How do you
He's
know
not.
that? He's a better quarterback.
not.
He's legit better quarterback.
He's not clutch.
How do you know that? Maybe
Not-
if he actually
Oh, yeah,
had
when
somebody.
he dropped a snap, an extra point snap?
Could-
Yeah, that's not clutch.
Do you mean the extra point? It was his first season ever.
Not clutch.
First season ever starting.
Ever made an NFC Championship game? No.
He took over mid-season.
Never made an NFC Championship game in the 10 years
we
he
just said
played.
that they had better teams.
He had good teams.
He did not have
He was
the
a
Giants
1 seed
teams.
the year.
Did not
And
have
the
Giants
refs took
teams.
that one from
Dude,
them.
let's hold on a second. First off, who was the head coaches those year?
Yes, sir.
Who was the head coach that year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you had Jason Garrett and Wade Phillips, who should have. Yeah, was it Wade Phillips?
We also had
DC?
Bill Parcells, too.
Congratulations. Where did get him? Nowhere. He was barely there. They had Wade Phillips there. All right, and Wade should be switching fathers with his switching names with his fathers because he's the real bum. All right. That's a good reference.
That was
out
a good
there.
Bum Phillips
Thank
reference. I
you.
like that one.
That's a good Bum Phillips reference. All right, but he's the real bum. All right. Who do you guys get? Tom Coughlin. Congratulations. Coughlin solid. I wish we had Coughlin those years.
When he was at Jacksonville, though, he was a bum.
Yeah, because it's already. He had the heart attack years with Eli. I was yelling his head off every second, all right? Like, he had to leave. But this is what it comes down to. Eli's always had more help. You put Romo in those situations, he might shine. It's not like Romo was bad. All right? The one time that they could have actually done something, guess what? Dez caught that ball.
Yes. he
So
did.
you're going to tell me Romo's not clutch, but Dez caught the ball. It has to be a football move. He made 2 steps and dove. But it's not a football move. Thank you. Keep it moving. Eli Manning was
He's
a
better.
product. No. Eli Manning was a product of a last name and great teams. He was an average quarterback. He was okay. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
There's
but he's not
okay
better.
and good. He's not. He's good.
He's
not
an
okay.
above. He's a slightly above average quarterback.
He's above that, not slightly. Above.
He's not. When you put them straight up against each other,
There's
Romo's the better
there's
quarterback.
below. There's below average. There's average. There's above average, and there's insane.
Dude, Romo was an all-pro.
Romo was an All-Pro.
I don't think Eli was ever an
I don't
all-pro.
think Eli was ever an All-Pro.
But he showed up when it mattered.
Dude, we're
You're
not saying
talking
that-
about Stephon Diggs not showing up when it mattered, and now you're going back on your statement by saying Tony Romo
he didn't
have anything.
Romo showed up when it mattered. I think the defense never showed up when they needed it to.
All right, let's go through Tony Romo's playoff stats.
Go ahead.
All right, hold on. I gotta
Go
pull this
ahead.
up. real
Maz, you
quick.
might put it on your headset so you can hear us.
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, but like I like doing a little whisper.
I can't stand you.
All right.
He went from missing me to please leave.
Please leave.
Please leave.
Tony
Respectfully.
Romo made the playoffs 4 times in his career.
Yep.
2006, in one game, he had 17 for 29, 189 yards, a touchdown, no picks. That's nothing special.
That was the first year.
2007, one game.
Time out. That year is the year that he took over mid-season because Bledsoe went down.
Okay. All right, I'll
took
give him
over
that.
mid-
I'll give him
No,
that.
that's
I'll give him
fair,
that.
that's fair,
All right,
that's fair,
I'll give him
that's
that.
fair,
Thank you.
I'll give him that. 2007. This was when he was the Cowboys were probably the 1 seed. This is when he played Eli Manning in the playoffs, round 1. 18 completions on 36 attempts, 201 yards, a touchdown, and a pick.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Okay.
That's not showing up when against a team that was way worse.
Eli showed up for 2 seasons his entire career. And barely.
All right, still won 2 soups. 2009.
Because of the team. Is Nick Foles better than Dan Marino because he won one? Is Nick Foles better than Dan Marino?
But Tony Romo is not Dan Marino.
But he's better than Eli if you look at the stats and talent. He's not as clutch, I'll give you that. But how do we know he wouldn't be as clutch?
But you're
Because he had
comparing
better people.
Tony Romo to Dan Marino.
But you're saying just because of the 2 soups,
Instigate.
that's the reason why he's better. That's
Yes!
why you keep,
Get him,
that's all he's
Mazz.
got. That's all he's got. Is Joe Flacco better than some of the quarterbacks out there? I think not.
But you won 2, not 1. He did it again.
Because of an elite defense the 1 year and an elite wide receiving core both years. Thank you.
All right, but he still beat the Patriots and Tom Brady.
Dude.
Something that let's go
That
through
Nick
the list.
Foles did. Thank you. That Nick
Peyton Manning.
Foles did.
Peyton Manning played Tom Brady in the playoffs like 6 times.
What's next? Are you
Beat
gonna-
him once.
What's next?
Not Eli Manning played him twice. Beat him twice.
What's next? Are you going to tell me that Joe Namath is a better quarterback than Michael Vick? No.
all time?
No.
All time?
No.
Yes.
I mean,
No. Just straight up talent.
I mean,
Who's the best? Would you rather have Eli Manning or Tony Romo to start a team?
I'd rather Eli.
You're insane.
But you're making Eli seem like he's a bum.
He is a
He's
bum.
not
Listen,
a bum.
he's not a bum.
He's a bum.
Eli
not
Manning
a
is not
bum.
Joe
Absolute
Namath.
bum.
Eli Manning is not Nick Foles. That's what you're comparing him to. He's not.
Hold on. We're getting there.
By the way,
What's up?
his next 2 years in the playoffs, he won 2 other games.
I already told you I had nobody to throw to, bro. He had Dez. That's it.
Oh my! I can't argue.
He
with this
what?
guy. I can't argue.
Name
with
the
him.
number 2 wide receiver on those teams. Name the running back. DeMarco Murray goes to Philly, can't do nothing.
Terrence
Felix
Williams.
Jones. You're gonna give me Felix Jones right now?
Terrence Williams. is
Marion
number 2 receiver.
Barber.
Marion
Come
Barber
on.
was nice.
He was okay. He was decent, but he didn't do nothing.
He had talent.
Not as much as Romo, that's for sure. Not even close.
Not as much as Romo. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, Romo was a better talent than you're making him out to be.
I'm not saying he's a bad
But, yeah,
quarterback. I
but,
think
no,
he was
but
fine.
the
He's
point we're
not
trying
better
to
than
make,
Eli.
on the point we're trying to make is that we're not saying Tony Romo's bad, but we're not also saying that
So
Eli's not bad
who's
either.
got the better QBR? Who's got the better QBR?
Also,
my phone
Eli's
is dead.
QBR gets
I'm
tanked
useless.
because
I'm
of the
just-
last 2 seasons.
You want my phone? Here you go.
Nah. I'm
Eli's
taking the
QBR
show.
gets tanked because of the last 2 seasons.
Voice only.
QBR gets tanked. It's not just the last 2 seasons. He literally averages like 2 interceptions a game.
But that was, you gotta understand, Eli for
So
a
does
decent
Brett
amount
Favre.
of time.
Brett
after-
Favre leads this.
Hold on.
Brett Favre's the career leader in interceptions.
You
You're
have
saying
to-
Brett Favre's terrible?
I'm saying
You
that
have
he's
to
better than a
underst-
lot of
No,
guys.
no, no,
I
you-
mean, he's not better than a lot of guys I can name.
Maz. You gotta understand, Eli's last like few years like of actually playing, his stats got really padded down because of how horrendous the Giants' offense was.
I'm aware of that,
'Cause
but I'm telling you is that it's not that padded down because he's been throwing interceptions his entire career.
not his entire career,
Dude, he averages 2. Even in the height of his career, what were they talking about? Averaging 2 interceptions. The guy doesn't make good decisions. Congratulations. Yes, he did play in a West
No,
Coast
he plays.
offense.
No,
There
he
was
plays.
more chances.
No. He plays risky. That's
Dude,
what
he
was different.
overthrows
He
balls.
he went for the risk every time because he knew it could have paid off.
I don't know about that, dude. I just that doesn't make you a good player.
I mean,
Makes you a gambler,
Makes you a
not a
gambler.
good player.
You know.
Yeah, but he gambles on his guys, and when you have teams like his, there's nothing wrong with gambling on the people
Thank
you
you.
got.
When you have teams like him, Ardi, keep making my point, baby. I love it. Thank you.
Well, that's because
I'm here for it.
Yeah, but Romo was a gambler on anybody on this team. He didn't trust any of his players.
How could you?
You still gotta trust people even if you don't think they're good enough for you.
I don't know, dude. I just think I'm sick of this Romo disrespect going on in here.
I'm not disrespecting Romo. No one's disrespecting.
You're the person trying to disrespect people, bro. No one's
You're
trying to put
disrespecting
disrespect.
Eli Manning.
I'm saying that Romo's better. Listen, Romo's completion rating, more touchdowns. I'm pretty sure. Look at this. Somebody give me the touchdowns.
Dude, I have a dead phone.
I
How
offered
do
him my
you have
phone.
it?
I
Do
offered
you
him my
take his
phone.
Give me the touchdowns. You know what to look up.
He's got this. I'm gonna
No,
moderate.
no,
Here you
I-
go, kind sir.
Thank you. Just do it.
Here you go, kind sir.
Thank you.
What
Keep
am I
it
looking up
moving.
here? What do you want from me?
Look up Tony Romo's touchdown to interception,
Well, let's see. We got
and then find me
2-1.
2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What
2-1.
about Eli Manning's?
I hope it's like
13
2-3.
to 1. It's gonna be like 13 to 1. 13 interceptions for 1 touchdown.
It is 1.5 to 1.
Thank you. Thank you.
8.5. What do you do, bro?
1.5 to 1.
Better field general all day long.
Bro, you give Eli a pocket, he can do anything, bro. Anything that
You can give any
anywhere.
quarterback a pocket, they can do anything. You can give Drew Lock a pocket, he'll figure it out.
Also, Eli Manning played 3 more seasons, and those were the 3 seasons when they were really bad. So if they ended their careers at the same time, it's probably 2.
I think if you swap them straight up, Dallas is 100% worse. And I still think you get the 2 out of Romo if he's with the Giants.
I don't think so, man.
Absolutely.
I think because of how much of a gambler Eli was with his teammates, I think Romo was never like that ever.
I think he would have managed the game better. I think they actually would have won more games because there was a better organization at that point in time.
Yeah, at that point in time, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, Dallas ain't too great right now, but
No, it's
definitely
not,
not the
but it's
Giants.
better- it's definitely not the
than
Giants.
Oh, yeah, definitely better.
Hey, we'll see what Dable could do. I mean,
Absolutely
I'm not
not.
counting out of it.
All right, well, we got about a little over 15 minutes left here on Ant Mazz in the midday, and
Bill Russell's
we
number.
gotta go back to our top 10 segment for the week. And Bill Russell just passed away, and the NBA just announced that they are going to retire his number 6 forever. No one in the history of the NBA will ever wear number 6 ever again.
Wait, but who's currently wearing the number 6 right now?
They're like
LeBron.
guys like LeBron.
Well, LeBron,
Anybody
yeah.
that's wearing it currently is grandfathered in, but after them, that is
It's like
it.
the Jackie Robinson situation. Like Mariano
Yeah.
Rivera wore 42 after that, but he wore all the way to like 2013, and then finally he was the last man to wear 42.
Yeah.
I see.
So now, our top 10 question of the week is, what are the top 10 most iconic jersey numbers ever?
23 it has to be there,
Well, so-
Oh,
right?
we'll start from the bottom.
Oh, well, okay.
Start with your.
Let's just each just go through our list individually.
Okay.
So I'll go my number 10, number 80 for Jerry Rice. Best receiver ever, and 80
I'm
is
gonna
just
go
synonymous with Jerry Rice.
top
bro.
to bottom and make it easier
Hold
on
on,
myself.
hold on.
Okay.
Can I just go through my list?
Yeah, you
While
go
we're-
top.
We're doing 10, right? 10 numbers or
Yes.
Yeah,
But,
top 10
I-
numbers.
but we're each going to do our list.
Go ahead,
So
Ed.
number 10, Jerry
let me
Rice.
do my list real quick, okay.
Number 80, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic jersey numbers ever. You saw Jerry Rice every time out there. Probably the best receiver of all time. And, 80 is synonymous with him. Number 9, Lawrence Taylor's number 56. Dude, as a kid, this might be a personal one for me. I wore 56 when I played football. And then my dad told me about Lawrence Taylor. I watched his highlight tape, bro. Maybe want to wear 56 even more. Whenever you watch a Giants game, bro, and you saw him on the field, it was something special, and people still wear those 56 jerseys even today. Number 8, Babe Ruth, number 3. Iconic. What else do you say about Babe Ruth's number 3 that hasn't already been said? Moving on. Number 7, Peyton Manning's number 18. That was probably... Colts and Broncos jerseys were frequently high sellers back in the day when they were being sold. That was such a cool design. The 18, Peyton Manning, number 7, number 6, Kobe Bryant's 24. I'm not gonna put 8 on here because personally, as a player, I think Kobe was better in the 24. Won 2 championships in it, and people still hold Kobe Bryant to a higher standard today. Number 5, Derek Jeter's number 2, the respect. Jeter's number 2, the respect campaign that Nike did. I think that alone puts it up in this conversation. Derek Jeter's 2 was cool, but that slogan to me made it higher. Number 4, Wayne Gretzky's number 99. Aaron Judge is 99 as well. Maybe you could say no, but
I think it's on its way.
maybe. But
If he
Gretzky's
breaks the record, I don't think he's going to, but
No, he's probably not. Gretzky, number 99, iconic, best hockey player all time. Number 3, TB12. Dude, he made an entire company around the number 12 being TB12, bro. His nickname around it, dude. Synonymous. Number 12 is synonymous with Tom Brady. Number 2, MJ's 23. I know Mazz disagrees with me on this one. Mike's 23 is iconic, don't get me wrong, but it ain't the best. It's still very highly regarded. Mike wore 45 for a time, wore 12 for a little bit,
what, like
for one game.
couple of games?
Exactly. But 23 is always going to be
Because
iconic.
someone stole the jersey.
But number 1, Jackie Robinson's number 42. Come on, dude. It's retired around baseball. 42 is literally an icon. You see it in every ballpark. Come on, Jackie Robinson, number 1, no debate.
There's absolutely a debate. No disrespect to Jackie Robinson, but every kid in the world wanted to be like Mike. Every kid had the shoes if you could afford them. And even if you couldn't, you found your way to get a hands on them. All right, to this day, with all due respect, ain't nobody wearing Jackie Robinson's out there. You see his jersey every now and then, which is great, usually on the nights that it's being honored. People are wearing Jordan stuff all day. The 23 is the most iconic number in sports history. That's my number 1. I think Jackie's up there. I just can't think of numbers in sports that are bigger than it. Because I think you also get the 23 because LeBron adds on to it. All right, so 2 of the greatest all time with the number. I think there has to be multiple people tied to the number.
My interpretation was that just someone's jersey number being iconic.
Yeah, I think it had to be for
One
me.
athlete.
It was. I thought we were talking about like jersey numbers, and I think for me, there's got to be multiple guys with it. So having Mike and LeBron having that number, I think that's got to rock with that. I think the number 6 has to be up there because of course, Bill Russell, but again, LeBron in Miami was an animal. Like that was apex predator. You could not stop that. Nobody in the league was stopping it. Kobe Bryant, even his apex years of 24, Mamba, is like, that's up there with it for me. But it was just, who else was wearing 24? You know, you got Bill Russell wearing the 6. So the 6 has got to be on the list for me. I think Jackie's can crack my top 5, probably around my 4 or 5 spot. I think the 7 in soccer, definitely. I mean, just looking at players, of course, there's Ronaldo. Ardi, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Beckham wear 7 for a time?
Yes, he did.
Thank you. So having that, the 7's
Di
got to
Maria.
Yep, of course.
Di Maria is actually more iconic for number 21.
I feel like
Real, he wore
question mark?
no. Real, he wore 21. I thought.
On the
I thought it was
Argentinian
11.
national team was 7 though, right?
Yeah, he was 7 on the national team, 21 and then 11.
Yeah.
Because Ozil had the 11 and Ozil left.
I think the 10, you know, the Messis, the Rooneys, the Pelés, the Maradonas, thank you. 10 is probably my number 2 number on the list.
Eli Manning.
Yeah, sure, that's Schmuck. Oh, God. Just had to come back.
9 for Romo.
No, the 9's not like. Who else wore 9?
Like number 9, like in sports.
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
Roger
Benzema.
Maris.
I feel like it's more of a hockey number than anything.
What, number 9?
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Bro, Alan Shearer, one of the greatest goal scorers of all time.
Drew Brees.
I think the 34 for Shaq.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton could have been on my list. That's the one I missed.
That's definitely on my list. Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to write it down.
Schmuck of the
day.
week.
Of the day, yeah, you know, you can give it to me.
Schmuck
of
of
the day.
always. I
No,
feel-
Tatis was lying out there, bro. You should have just owned it. I can't catch this one this week. It's coming.
I mean, it is Ant and Schmuck in the midday today.
I don't know where that came from, but I guess you're not wrong. Go ahead, Connie. You want to take over?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, why is your number? Hold on a second.
Yeah, I messed mine up a bit.
Where's number 7?
It's over
No,
here.
'cause
It's over here.
Because like his 1 to 10, it's like he forgot the number
I
7.
reordered
Pass
it.
me a
then
pen
he-
and paper.
Yes, here you go.
You want to just take your own or nah? I'll just give it to this man.
Hand it over.
Hold on, I gotta see this because if I forget.
Rip me out of paper.
All right, I'll rip you out a sheet. Anyway, number 10. I have. Now I did this a little differently. I didn't do this just with one player associated with a number. I did the number as a whole. You know what I mean? All the players that go into it.
I'm with you.
I have 18 at 10 because I think Peyton Manning, first of all, 5 MVPs, and that is an iconic number 18, field general.
Who else was 18?
No, you don't need anyone else.
What?
You just said that you're going off of multiple people.
The higher ones.
Okay.
But. All right.
I mean, I'm sure we could find a bunch of great 18s out there, but I just thought Peyton Manning.
I think that's debatable.
Number 9, I went 32 for Magic Johnson and Jim Brown. Jim Brown was arguably the GOAT in the NFL for a while, and Magic Johnson 32 is the more iconic of the two. Wouldn't you say so?
Absolutely.
The greatest point guard of all time.
Possible. I don't know. Steph's coming for him.
He still is.
Steph's coming for it.
Steph's coming for it, but Magic still is.
At 8, I have 6 because of Russell, the LeBron, all those other great guys out there. There's a lot of guys that wore 6 that did pretty good things, and Bill Russell just got retired league-wide, so you got to give him credit there.
Yeah.
7, Gretzky's 99, because it's not just Gretzky. There's a lot of Judge, Manny Ramirez, I believe, wore 99.
Did he?
Maybe on the Dodgers.
I don't think so, man.
Maybe on the Dodgers, I think. But if you want to also count Jason Taylor and guys like that, they're all
Miami.
yes. 6, the most iconic number in NFL history, 12. That's not just Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. It's also Roger Staubach. 12 is the number one.
Didn't Marino wear 12?
Wore 13. But
12?
Namath also wore 12.
12 is the most awkward number. I hate seeing it on jerseys, in my opinion.
Interesting.
It's cool for quarterbacks.
For me, it's like aesthetically, like 12 is not an aesthetically pleasing number. I don't know. It's weird.
That's a George Costanza type thing.
Dude, we used to like rank numbers just like based on how like they looked on like the jersey.
Yeah.
Just, like certain. I get what he's saying. Like,
But that's a George Costanza type thing. 12 is not an aesthetically pleasing number,
think
Jeremy.
about the number like 49 does not look good on a jersey anywhere.
No.
Nope.
No, never.
Yeah,
Never.
But like
89 looks
any
dope.
number in the 50s.
So awkward.
50's
so
not bad.
awkward.
50's not bad.
50's
at all.
not bad.
50 I think-
55,
no, but, like-
55 ain't bad either.
I think 58, 56.
Dude,
The
56,
50s,
bro.
the
Lawrence
50s
Taylor,
are
bro.
awkward, dude. 50s are awkward.
Did you finish your top 10 yet?
I didn't even get halfway through. I got halfway through.
Keep going. Come on. Keep going.
All right, 5, I have 3 for Babe Ruth, D. Wade, all the other great 3s out there.
Hey, Paolo Maldini, one of the best center backs of all
I
time.
have three made my list.
Oh, I know.
3 didn't make mine.
I'll tell you right now. Let me just speed run this real quick. In the order from bottom to top, you got the 12, the 56, 3, 24, 6, 42, 99, 7, 10, 23. I'd give you the reasons. I already gave you most of the reasons. You're gonna fill in the rest of the reasons for me. I'm pretty sure we got a lot of the
I
same
was
list.
just going with 10 for number 4 because I think that's the number 1 number in soccer, I think.
I think so. I think
it depends because like
Pele,
7,
Maradona, Messi.
No, because 7 is like you have like players like Ronaldo, Beckham, Eric Cantona.
Mbappe.
Well, those are the number 2.
Mbappe.
Those are the number 2 for sure.
I think the 7's the number 2 just because of the
Here's the thing,
historical significance with 10.
I'm not gonna lie. If Wayne Rooney did not wear number 10, number 7 would be number 1 for me.
Oh, I disagree, dude, because you still had Pele and Maradona.
I don't care what they wore, bro, to be perfectly honest.
Dude.
They're schmucks that stat padded. I don't care.
They're 2 goats. What are you talking about?
If we're rating GOATs, it's gonna be Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo Nazario, Ronaldinho. Plain and simple.
No, listen, dude, I'm sorry.
Very simple.
El Phenomenal and Ronaldinho were below all 4
Get
of them.
out of here. They were way more talented.
Dino would have been up there
if he didn't party.
if he didn't.
Thank
Thank you for
loved
putting
to
it that
party.
way, because I didn't
He
know how to
loved
word that for
No,
you.
but here's the because Maradona did the same thing. He partied a lot.
I got Jackie's
still-
42 second, and then Jordan's 23 with LeBron, and the rest of them 1. That's all I need to say there.
Okay.
So like my list, I'm gonna go. Mine's like completely soccer based, but you can find like other sports reasons.
Yeah, of
So
course.
number 10 is number 80. Just because when Ronaldinho wore it at AC Milan, it just looked dope. Like he was playing in Italy, saucing people up.
Whack.
Shut up. Number 9, number 32.
Okay.
And that's because that's like a heartfelt thing for me. 2007, Man United, Carlos Tevez going supernova with Rooney and Ronaldo. Number 27 for number 8. I feel like it's a cool number. I like looking at it. Robbie Fowler, Number 42. Now you guys put it for Jackie Robinson. I put it for Yaya Toure at Man City.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he had, that one season with Yaya Toure when he went absolutely supernova was insane. Number 5. No, wait, hold on. We're at number 6. Number 6, I have the number 2. I feel like number 2 is a cool number. I like looking number 2 on a jersey. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Only baseball.
Nah, it's not
Derek
number 2.
Jeter.
Now for
Number 2.
Now for number 5, I have number 5 because like
Oh.
number 5 for center backs and stuff is pretty cool. Rio Ferdinand, players like that. Number 4, I have the number 8. I feel like number 8 is a sick number on
Cal
jerseys.
Ripken, bro.
Yeah.
Sick number on jerseys. Plus like
Lamar
Iniesta.
Steve Young.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Iniesta. Like, are we go?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm conflicted right now because number 4, bro. I'm really tempted to put number 4 on my list.
4 is up there for me, but
4 is up
Brett
there.
Favre.
bro.
Brett
you
Favre.
got Brett
Lou
Favre,
Gehrig.
but then you got my boy Ramos. You got Van
Chris
Dyke.
Bosh on the Raptors.
Dude, Lou Gehrig.
Oh yeah, Lou Gehrig. Bosh on the Raptors.
Bosh on the Raptors.
I would say it's okay. So then number 3, I have the number 9. Number 9 is iconic. Alan Shearer, top goal scorer of all time.
Troy Aikman.
Zlatan's worn it like
Who's the top goal scorer of all time?
for the Premier League.
Thank you.
Alan Shearer.
Thank you.
Yeah. But also Ronaldo wore number 9 at Real Madrid before he went because who still had number 7? I think Figo still had it,
Yes.
right? Figo still had number 7. And then number 2 is number 7 for David Beckham, obviously, but Eric Cantona. Let me see. I'm trying to think of other cool number 7s that everyone would know. Ronaldo,
John
obviously,
Elway.
Mbappe. Like number 7's cool. The number 1, I have number 10 for Wayne Rooney, just because Wayne Rooney is my favorite all-time player. So
And 10 is the number.
10 is the number.
It's either 10 or 7. 10 or 7 are the two best players.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, why didn't you say because of Messi? No one likes Messi, bro. Back off.
A lot of people like Messi.
Yo,
I
say
wanted-
it, say
Yo,
it.
The best player in the world.
Yo, I wanted to put the number 11 on here so bad. I
And
love the number 11.
Tell me how many club teams he's played for in his career.
Barca, PSG,
And
and he had that one team right now he's playing for.
yeah, congratulations. There's only been 2.
Yeah, it's only Barca and PSG.
All right, yeah, that's 2. And now he's going to be playing for Inter Miami.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Figo who had the 7 at
Who
Real
had the 7
Madrid.
at Real?
Hold on, we got a minute here. We can figure this out.
You got
Kaká.
50 seconds.
It was Kaká.
It was Kaká.
I have a
Yeah.
Kaká jersey in my room.
I love Kaká. I have a Zinedine Zidane jersey from
I have an
1999.
Orlando City Kaká jersey.
fellas.
Orlando City. That's crazy.
This has been the match week in the midday.
MatchWeek in the midday.
This has been a fun episode. Tell me we have not laughed a lot here.
Oh man, when you guys were screaming over
talked
Romo Eli,
about
I was
Tony
loving
Romo.
myself.
We talked about Albanian weddings.
We
This
talk-
conversation
I
went
just
a
think
lot of
Ardi
different
needs
ways.
to come on more often.
Yeah.
This conversation went a lot of different ways.
I loved it. I love the controlled chaos that happens.
Mazz and I are in agreement that baseball just needs steroids. This is just plain and simple.
Baseball does need steroids.
It needs steroids. I'm sorry.
Did everyone's
Tatis
phone
is the
die?
oh, by the way, my dog of the week. Dog of the week. Real quick.
Hurry up.
So,
5,
dog of the week.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. You are listening to Ant Mads in Midday, just finishing up here. Ant, hit us with the
Chandler
dog.
Redmond.
Why?
He's a minor league player for the St. Louis Cardinals. He hit a home run cycle over the week. A solo shot, a 2-run shot, a 3-run shot, and a grand slam.
All in the
That's-
same game.
And he had another
crazy.
RBI on top of that.
That's
He had 11
crazy.
11 RBIs that game to go along with it. Unbelievable game by Chandler Chandler Redmond.
Who's he? Whose system is he in?
Cardinals.
Great, bring him up already, would you? Next.
But dude, insane performance, dude. That is dog of the week. This week, by the way, also real quick, Little League World Series action starts this
Let's
week.
go!
I'm probably gonna have a little kid be the dog of the
Yeah,
week next
really,
week.
who cares?
Who
Yeah, really.
cares?
Dude, I'm probably gonna have a 12-year-old be dog of the week next week.
Please.
And I'm not here for that dog of the week.
I will call in and make an objection. Just
Don't
letting you know.
disrespect the little kids.
Too
Come on,
late.
bro.
On to the next one.
All right.
We
well,
cover pro sports here.
we cover Little League World Series.
Wait. Would you consider like college sports like pro sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, we cover college.
They're amateur.
They're on their way. Most of those guys are going to sign contracts.
No, they're not.
Half of those little league kids, you're never going to see them after this tournament.
1% of college athletes become professional.
But guess what? The sports that we're covering, right? We're watching SEC football. We're watching ACC football. We're watching ACC basketball.
That's also
We're
1% of
watching
the athletes. 1% of the
That's what I'm
athletes.
saying. We're covering the guys that are gonna be in the pros. We cover the women that are gonna be in the pros. We don't care about the rest.
Dang, that's disrespectful.
Sorry. Listen, I can't make it.
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
All right, this is Mazz the Midday here, 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Tune in next week, Wednesday, 12 to 2, if you want to, for another episode of
If you
Edition.
do.
Also, our shows go up on YouTube later on the week. If you want to, you can listen to that.
And if you need some soccer content, you got Match Week right before us, 10 to 12.
10 to 12, and if you want to listen off air, if you feel like it, we're on Spotify and Apple.
Hey, that's
Only if you want to.
Only if you want to.
Hey, it's there for you if you want the content.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Have a good
Goodbye,
weekend,
everyone.
everybody.
Make sure you tell someone you love them.